area facing this direction. So
I think that might be bad.
Loaded?
no, I'm not crazy. So I just want to make you uncomfortable with a 50 caliber bullet.
If you have a gun,
don't
they remove it or something?
If there's a gun, they're gonna remove it on YouTube. He says it's a gun.
I don't know. I mean, I was just doing it to make you uncomfortable on camera.
Thank you, man.
It's a 50 cal. It's not loaded, but it takes really big bullets.
Wow.
There's not one in the chamber either.
Damn,
Don's like, I got 6 of those. I was like, well, now I feel poor, Don.
Have you ever fired it?
What type of gun is that, man?
50 cal Desert Eagle.
Oh.
That fucking gun, buddy. That thing is like, when you shoot it, it fucking flies everywhere.
Yeah.
It's such a big ass bullet. It's fucking, yeah. You gotta get used to it.
Isn't that what Deadpool had?
Yeah.
I think so.
Alright, should we start this?
Yeah, and then we can interrupt and bring Don and all that in when he's done and grab ass or whatever.
Well, on the TV right now, it's like...
Yeah. I got it. Don't worry. Here you go.
Wait, are you
A cozy fireplace. All right, guess not. You guys hating on my fireplace?
I don't think anyone's doing anything.
Oh, whoops.
The TV's just going crazy.
Alright, let's
What
do
is
it. You guys ready?
Wait, we got to on the TV in the background. 1 second.
Hello, welcome to MMA Roasted.
You gotta put on gay porn.
We're like Biden and Trump with the
Ready?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Hey everybody, welcome to our brand new MMA Roasted Podcast. We are actually at Sean McCorkle's house.
My palace.
Yes.
It's Vista.
I did not think this was actually going to happen.
It happened.
Don Frye is in the shower right now. He missed his flight yesterday. Sean had to come pick him up.
2:30 in the morning.
But we're here. This is actually, Sean has a beautiful house. How many acres?
20.
20 acres. I don't know how he does this. I don't know but we're here. I planned nothing. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't think this was really gonna happen, so I didn't actually plan anything. But we're here. We're gonna have a great time. It's Don's birthday, so when he comes out, we have a cake for him. How old's Don?
59.
59? Wow.
You guys are good friends.
Yes. So very excited about this. Very excited.
Which one of these fucking cameras is on Mayhem?
Yes. I can't believe Mayhem's allowed to leave the stage.
What?
So I was so happy.
I'm not. God damn.
Mayhem's like, I'm in Orange County right now.
Yeah, I'm not in Orange County either.
Oh.
My parole officer won't let me there.
And then Bill told us that 2 days ago, where are we flying to? And then shows up at the airport on roller skates.
Fucking rollerblades.
Rollerblades. Okay. It's like that.
Yeah, he's not from the 70s. He's from the gay 90s.
And McCorkle has been, meanwhile, you're animated, stressed out, talking your ass off, and then when we get on camera, you just sit here like...
Yeah, now you're
I'm just waiting to unload on you guys. I'm waiting till Don's here.
The word. Like, he's the most ridiculous. And then he goes, hey, just to let you know, the camera guys aren't even fucking with Don. Then he goes, hey, but so you know, I'm doing an Andy Kaufman thing on your podcast just to annoy the fuck out of you. Just want to let you know.
It'll work if you tell the person.
Yeah, he goes, I just like seeing you annoyed and bothering. And why are you doing yoga right now and scratching your balls?
Because I started thinking about rubber guard.
Right. By the way, we weren't supposed to have mics on us, were we? Or
no?
Okay, just making sure.
Perfect. But all right, we're gonna have a great time. Thank you, Sean, for bringing us to your house. You have a beautiful house. We saw
The $10,000 I spent is cool. You guys don't have to chip in on any of it. It's all good.
Thank you.
And I'm paying Don and Mayhem for their seminar tomorrow.
Yes. We saw the dogs. Sean's got beautiful dogs,
the puppy mill's going strong.
And the puppy, and he has a beautiful pond in the front
with an island.
Wait, I heard you had problems with the puppy mill because one of the lead dogs that you had is gay?
Yeah. Well, he's not one of the ones I breed.
Wait, how do you know the dog is gay? Is he able to fuck other dogs?
He wears earrings in both ears. So,
he has a sequin collar.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he announces fights for the UFC for the dog channel.
Bruce Barker.
There you go.
And then
Bruce Ruffer.
Not to mention that he also has. You had a meth head build your pond.
Yeah, he needed some meth money, so he wanted $30,000. I said, I'll give you $5 up front and another $5 when you're done. So he's out there for 6 weeks and started doing the math. He goes, dude, I'm working for like $10 an hour. I said, no, you're working for $10 of meth per hour. Keep that in mind. And he's the one that needed the money, not me. So I was like, dude, I'll give you 10 grand to build a pond, but I want an island in the middle. And he was like, do you know how hard that's going to be? Why do you want an island? I just wanted one when I was a kid. So I said, you need the 10 grand. If not, I'll hire somebody else. I wasn't hiring somebody else, so he did it. I was going to say did it with a shovel.
But now you might get rid of the island with a bow and arrow?
No, I just don't like all the weeds on it, so I'm going to light like a marshmallow on fire and use a bow and arrow to shoot it out there and try to hit the island to burn all the stuff
The
up.
way the Vikings did.
Right.
What the fuck? I'll go out there with a lighter and fucking Nick Diaz this grass all the way.
Yeah, he's got a pond in the back, and then Don Frye and Mayhem are teaching seminars tomorrow.
There'll be at least 6 people there, so it'll be highly hit.
Yeah!
Because
we're gonna huddle together for war.
Is there any plan for the seminar? Do you have any idea what you want to teach?
Oh, I have I coach dudes every day, so
I know, but what do you want to do
that
this
shit in my
seminar?
sleep.
With 8
Well, it depends. I'll take a look at who everybody, what they do, and what their background is, and then I'll tailor it around that usually.
Yeah.
Like, so if I got like jiu-jitsu heavy dudes, normally I'll go, okay, look, here's some wrestling to throw in your jiu-jitsu. If I got wrestling heavy guys, I go, oh fuck, here we go.
It's going to be 6 of the Mexicans that work for Sean. They don't speak English.
They're Guadalajara.
They'll be being paid to be there too.
Perfect.
But it's not very much. But the good news is the first thing he's going to teach them is how to pass your pee test on probation.
Yeah.
So you got to keep the temperature. Now you got to put the hand warmer around it and keep the temperature right.
Oh my god.
Is that what you got to do?
Yeah, and then I don't have to, but you have to do it with a laser thermometer because if it's over 98, if it's not between 98 and 100, they won't take it. So you have to get someone else's pee and heat it to the right thing and just hope they test you when you go in. And if not, you have to have a hand warmer wrapped around it. Someone told me, how do you know your son, Trey's not been feeling well, how do you know he's not sick? I said, dude, or how do you know he's not taking drugs? I said, he has passed a pee test at my doctor for the last 6 years, every time, like a drug test. Every time I got to go for my, because steroids show up, so I can't be having that in my urine. So they're like, man, you have the testosterone of an 18-year-old. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
So you have your son take drug tests for you?
Well, he just provides some urine on occasion. And then the numbers don't quite add up. I had a cop friend of mine provide it one
Can we
time.
admit to crimes that openly on this podcast?
I think
It's all
it
hypothetical.
doesn't count if it's on a podcast.
Allegedly,
right?
put that as like
Allegedly.
I had a cop friend of mine submit it one time. The lady said, when did you start drinking and smoking? I was like, yesterday. Because I didn't know nicotine and alcohol were in the urine. I don't drink.
There was
or
a
smoke,
guy that was having
so-
his girlfriend take it and then turned out she was pregnant.
Yeah, and they found out he was. But that's acceptable nowadays, so it works out. I told you guys that I told the tampon story on the last thing, right? Where I got caught in security with 80 tampons. I told you about that.
No.
Dude.
Yeah, you just don't remember.
Oh, I think I tuned out.
Yeah, imagine that. No, I went in the men's restroom. We were doing some work at a college, and they had tampons, and I thought I was in the women's restroom. And I saw urinals, and I was like, I'm confused. So I stole all the tampons because if they're free, put 80 of them in my pocket, walked to the city county building. I'm in line, and I realize in line I can't walk out of line now. The cops have seen me. And so they said, empty your pockets. So I put my keys and phone. They said, you still have stuff in your pockets. I was like, it's personal. They said, put it in the drawer. So I pulled out 80 tampons and put them in there with my son sitting next to me.
I like that it's 80, bro.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
really
I'm
was.
talking about.
And I stacked them in there. I said, don't judge how I live my life. They're like, no, sir, you're fine. So they didn't notice everything else I'd put in there that shouldn't be in there.
Your son was giving us. Your son was giving us a lot of stuff. He picked us up from the airport, and he was talking about what it's like being your dad.
Our son,
your son.
I heard he has a killer impression of me that I've never seen.
Oh, yeah.
Champ, my nephew has seen it, and they're like, have you seen Cage? Have you seen his impression of me? Yeah, I keep hearing about his, but I've never seen it because I don't do one. But he gets nervous, and I'm like, please, just one time do it. He goes, no, it's too.
He happens to be like a really nice kid.
Yeah, no, he's a good
How'd
kid.
that happen?
Huh? I don't know. He got his mom's genetics.
What did he say about the mom? He said that she's a crazy broad.
Who, me?
He said the mom's a crazy broad.
Yeah.
I think he's just doing an impression of him.
Right, yeah. Probably so.
Like broad.
Is Dom taking a bubble bath? He's been here for 20 minutes. I'm like, what is going on?
So we didn't talk. If you walk into Don Frye taking a bubble bath, that might be the greatest thing
He's
about
like,
it.
he's like sticking his toe
Yeah,
in
let's
his
just do
faucet.
Gonzo camera and just follow walking about it.
We were talking about
Bruce Buffer will just have it on replay on his phone over and over again. I watch MMA Roasted now. He'd be like, it's time.
We were talking about Don as a baby. They should animate the Don Frye as a baby where
Yeah,
he
with
comes
the
out
mustache still.
mustache. Hey, nurse, get over here with those titties.
You gonna spank me, bitch?
First time I ever met Don, swear to God, I came up, I said, dude, you're mustache is the greatest thing I've ever seen. He goes, wait, it's back? And I was like, I said, what do you mean? He goes, I shaved it 2 hours ago. He goes, that just shows you my testosterone level. And I was like, all right. And he was drunk. And then him and Carl Parisi got in an argument. You'll like this, Mayhem.
Oh, God.
Him and Carl got in an argument. After Carl told me, bro, you're the main event? He said, I'm the co-main event. He goes, yeah. He goes, who the fuck are you? And I said, dude, I fought in the UFC. He goes, do you know who I am? I said, dude, I know you should be the main event or whatever. He's like, bro, you're not even any good. Like, and I was like, thanks, Carl. Don't get beat up by a dude much bigger and less skilled than you. But him and Don Frye, Carl was high on coke. Don was drunk. They were arguing over whose generation was better. 3 years separated. Like, my generation fighter was better. Carl's like, I fought at UFC 12. And Don's like, I finished at 11. And like, but my generation was better. I was like, dude, that was 6 months apart.
That's hilarious.
It was amazing. It was the best conversation I've ever heard in my life.
So we didn't cover last week's debacle of the Mike Tyson fight. That was the worst fight. I took off work. I was like, actually, I was like,
you took off comedy work?
Yeah, I took off,
call in?
I took off a comedy show. Normally, I have like Friday nights, a good I'm in New York. Did
You disappointed 7 people. They were like, damn it, we can't go to the show tonight. Had to cancel the late show. 3 people are going home sad.
Give or take 6, right? So I was like, so excited. I'm like, for some reason, when I was younger, Mike Tyson fought. It was an event, and I had that like throwback of like, oh, this is gonna be an event. I can't wait. And I watched those fucking countdowns, and every time I go to countdown, I'm like, I'm not watching this. I know what's gonna happen. Tyson's 6 years old. This is a joke. And then I watched those hour, and
I couldn't bring myself to watch those, so I wasn't that.
And then I'm like, oh, Tyson's gonna win. Tyson's gonna win.
No, everybody did that.
Dude, then I would go to Dave and Buster's.
Wow, you went all out.
With my dad.
No Chuck E. Cheese tonight. We're going to Dave and Buster's, guys. Put on your best methadone, whatever shirt.
Method Man, not
Methadone.
methadone.
I thought it was Don's shirt. My bad.
Method Man, the Wu-Tang.
All right, so what?
Why are you wearing scrubs? That's
You're
what
playing
I just got off a flight. I like these. I got them
You like scrubs?
Yeah, no. Are we going to a fucking rave after this? What the fuck is going on?
I know who's gonna supply the drugs.
Man.
No, yeah, I don't understand.
No, he's gonna buy the drugs.
I'm ready. I'm here to buy. I'm here to pick up. Hey, but no, I showed up to the airport and Adam said he was there, but all that was there was like a 4th grade rave kid.
This is cool. I like this.
Yeah.
You're the one who said it was cool.
Buddy, I know I was lying.
Oh, you're an asshole.
Plus, you can go in, if there's any surgeries on Don's back, you can go in and help. You just got to change your shirt.
Yeah. He's wearing scrubs and a Method Man shirt.
This was $6 in Canada. All right, so anyway.
It's worth every penny.
Should have worn a TLC shirt with
Can
that.
I talk about the fucking Tyson fight?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. You went to Dave Buster's, you lost that skee ball, and then what happened?
I'll go chasing waterfalls.
Right.
All right. I go there. I'm excited. The first fight was good.
Yeah.
The girl fight was pretty good.
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
That was great. I love the headbutt.
Is it
that was sick.
good girl fight like an oxymoron?
No, it was an actual good fight. Girl fight.
Don heard Oxy from the bathroom. He's like, what? He's coming walking down.
And then, right, when Tyson started walking to the ring, I go, oh, come on.
I know.
You could. He was like slow. They didn't play the Mike Tyson. You know what? Also, they put all the highlights of him before, so you remembered how great he was. And then when he walks out, you just immediately felt old.
Yes. And his eyebrow, his forehead was wrinkled. He was like walking like this.
And like it was before, like it was coked out Tyson in the 80s.
Yeah.
He must have taken like 30 edibles. It looked like he was like, and he walks in there. And for the first round or two, he did okay, but
not really. Yeah, he did okay. Like it looked like he was shadowboxing himself.
And then it just got to the point where, like, and then now Jake Paul, who won, obviously we saw that. He goes, I would beat any version of Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
that's ridiculous.
As long as he's over 60.
But let's get to the conspiracy theory because there is a video where they clinch and Jake Paul says something to him and Mike Tyson nods and pats him on the back. And after that happened, he pulled like 5 punches. Tyson.
Did he pull them or he just couldn't throw them? Because look, I'm 46 years old, right? I know even when I wrestle, all right, my mind says, "Oh, I can shoot this," but my body does not.
Yes.
I don't know, Jason. Do you have that problem?
27-year-old Mayhem would murder today's Mayhem. It's just how it is. You
You know what's sad is Mayhem would beat me in a fight in like 30 seconds now. Legitimately, if we fought, he would win in 30 seconds. And 10 years ago, it would have taken me at least a minute to beat him. Like, so, like, I was 200 pounds heavier than him. But, like, he would beat me in 30 seconds. I would shoot him, and he wouldn't have a chance to.
Damn.
But,
Come on,
if he didn't shank me first, like, he's got to.
I have a knife in my pocket right now.
I bet. But by knife, he means sharpened piece of metal.
But dude,
Old man, his strength is a thing. But here's the thing: it's like a one-shot kill, and if it doesn't happen, then you're fucking done.
but Prime Mike Tyson beats
Prime Mike Tyson mutilates that.
But that's the thing. Also, you told me Cordero is gonna have Tyson ready. Tyson, is this one of those things where
as ready as possible for a 60-year-old man?
So you think people knew what was gonna happen? Like,
Oh yeah, I was telling you as soon as this got announced. I don't know how it got like blurry. You rewind the tape to fucking MMA Roasted 3 years ago or whatever when they announced this fucking thing. I said, "Yo, Mike Tyson's gonna get his ass whooped," and everyone was like, "Oh no, how could you say that? He's Mike Tyson." I'm like, yeah. Bud, plus 40 years.
Plus 58 Mike Tyson, who's lived 190 years.
Yeah.
Like every year he has is like 30 years other people would live.
See, it was interesting what happened because the smart people like fucking went, "Yo, Mike Tyson's gonna get his ass kicked. It sucks, but that's the way it is." And everyone was like, no. And then the fucking propaganda came. The fucking Netflix came, and everyone went, "Oh, maybe." And then Cordero's holding the back. Oh, like doing the dramatic pad holding. Like, "Oh, you're a good job, champ. You're the best, champ." Nah, bud, you're fucking 60.
I
Get
know,
the fuck
that was
out
my
of there.
instinct. My instinct was like, this is a terrible matchup.
Yeah.
I hate it. I hate everything about it. And then Don Frye says,
Hey!
Don Frye says,
Hey, fucking, freshen up your coffee over
it's
there.
9 o'clock in the morning. What you're drinking, Jack?
That is that's actually gravel on the rocks and whiskey. So I stood him up some gravel outside to keep his voice on point.
Don, did you watch the Tyson fight?
Yeah, that's disappointing.
Why are you disappointed?
Don's wearing the new Jordans.
It was the biggest waste of freaking time. It's like trying to masturbate when you can't get an erection. You can't.
That's what I was doing in the bathroom in there.
Like I wanted my money back and it was free. It was ridiculous.
It was sad.
It was so sad. It made me feel old. It made everyone about it. It was disappointing. And Jake Paul was
I
like,
had to throw in, go to my computer and throw in Holyfield and Foreman and fuck. Who's the guy? The middleweight fighters.
Oh, Roy Jones Jr.?
No.
He's a dick, by the way.
The real middleweight fighters.
Oh, Duran or Alberto Duran?
Yeah, Duran and Leonard.
Sugar Ray.
And who?
Tommy Hearns.
Tommy Hearns. And then the guy from Boston that passed away in Italy.
Oh,
Great.
Gaddy, Arturo Gaddy?
No.
Oh, he got murdered by his Brazilian wife.
No, I'm talking about the black guy who.
Doesn't matter what color he is.
Martin Hagler. Great. I can't believe I can't.
Why did you have to say he's black? What's that have to do?
yeah, no. Brian Scalero wrote a joke that Netflix has given Jake Paul.
George Floyd next.
Yeah. Netflix has given Jake Paul $10 million to push Foreman down the stairs.
Oh.
It was horrible. It was. What are you doing?
Casted something to the TV, but my volume was supposed to be off.
Oh, thanks.
So I'm gonna have Roadhouse playing here shortly.
Yeah,
so
that was one of
that
that was sad. It was one of the sad. Now the next night, the UFC fights. Right? Well, first of all, where do you think Jake Paul goes from here? Do you think he actually fights anyone?
I would like to see him fight Tommy Fury since he sucks again, but I don't know. He can't beat Tommy Fury again. Oh, is that on? That's weird. I don't know what just came on. It's odd that would play
Why are
right
you trying
now.
to fuck me through TV on this?
So this is Sean McCorkle beating Mark Hunt in 59 seconds.
Something like that. Yeah, I've never watched
Who's
it. So I don't
counting?
know. I never saw it. I was a 10-1 betting underdog.
How many girls did you show this to after you did this?
0, because I have a girlfriend now and a fiance, and I've never touched another one. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, back in the day,
It made me very popular very quick. I had like 10,000 Facebook friend requests the next day because they played it on Spike TV, so it was only a minute and the pay-per-view. They didn't give me extra money for it, but they did that. We were talking earlier about the class action suit, how they're offering me $12,000 of the $400,000 I'm owed. Like they're like, well, not everybody's getting the same thing. I said, well, everybody I talked to is getting less than 20, and I talked to 30 people. So who's getting the lawyers are taking 100 million? Who's getting the other 275? And so no, I'm doing my own. I got a bunch of guys who are doing their own class.
Now the one fight you had where you had real MMA, and you had pillow fights with girls.
Right. Yeah.
And then you went into the ring. Had a list of all the exes that you met?
No. I went in before the fight started. I had said thank everybody for coming out, and I wanted everybody to know, like at the athletic commission, that I took steroids the entire time. I was under license with them, and I'm taking them now, and there's nothing any of you can do about it because I'm not fighting. So.
Good job.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. So they got real quiet. The crowd didn't get it as normal. So we weren't sure Bill was coming, and I told Adam, dude, I'll just be your co-feature over there. And he was like, you have something? I said, dude, I'll just get up there and talk. I'll tell some story about something, or whatever. I'm good. Because that's what I did the last time.
Wait, can the professional comedians please give this guy some tips on that? Because he's always like, oh, I told this joke and nobody got it. How does he fix that?
Well, here's what happens. He's writing. He only wants to make himself laugh. Okay? He has an audience.
Segregation isn't a good bit. Like the pros of segregation doesn't go over well. So
on Facebook.
Well, if P. Diddy.
Yeah. No way.
No, I thought you actually had a bunch of girls that you did on a list.
Never. I would never.
I heard this many times.
My wife is right there. Let's keep it within reason.
Oh, sorry.
That would be a good time to talk about. It's Don's birthday tomorrow. And no one knows but me. He doesn't even know.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Don hasn't heard anything since somebody said Oxy a few minutes ago. Like he just drifted off into a dream world. He said, you know what goes good with Oxy? Oxy.
So now, were you impressed though, man, by Jake Paul's boxing skills at all?
No, man, I said exactly that. Like, he's got a good jab. He throws a good one too. He's not like the most refined boxer, but his opponent was not the best shape of his life. The guy's older. It's like hard as hell to get up when you're older. Like, it's fucking difficult.
Has he ever fought a really good boxer yet?
Sorry for that.
He fought like a subpar boxer. What? Didn't he fight Tommy Fury? And that was the whole thing. He lost.
Mayhem,
I'm pretty sure.
What kind of story is that on there?
What the hell?
Well, I don't know what's
that?
I don't know how that came on.
This guy has like a fucking.
Is this a red story? Is this
I think he has a playlist. Hopefully it's me fighting the cops.
Oh, okay. Maybe we'll go to something else.
This guy has a playlist.
Is that the reporter he slept with? Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait, what are we talking? This is
We were talking about Don's birthday.
We not have the fucking crazy shit behind me that I can't.
Let's just make him on TMZ talking. He can't even be on TMZ behind us. He's on trouble there. He's just talking. We just need a background. All right, I'll put on Roadhouse and broadcast.
All right, well, if you put Roadhouse, I don't know if that's going to conflict.
Oh yeah, we're definitely getting fucking shut down on YouTube.
Yeah, they're gonna
Put that behind us? No way, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
All right.
No sound, there's normally sound.
Wait, the original Roadhouse or that waste of flesh thing every day?
Definitely not.
That the Conor McGregor version. Oh
Oh,
Don, were you impressed by Jake Paul's skills?
no.
I was impressed by Tyson's catching of his punches.
I'll
Tyson
fight
still
Jake
catching
Shields,
everything.
and I'm worse shape than Mike Tyson. I guarantee you, I will hit him.
Oh god damn it! Hey, you had Jake
Champ,
Paul.
you wanna-
But still be clear, he'll fight Shields too.
Jake Paul, who gives a shit?
If I any Jake there is, I'll fight Jake Gyllenhaal right fucking now.
Jake from State Farm.
Nah, fuck you all. You know what happened to me yesterday?
Oh shit.
I got
You
some,
missed the flight. Maybe stay up till 2 in the morning.
Yeah,
What else?
yeah.
Okay.
I was demoralized. I was
Right.
so fucked up.
So was I.
What happened?
They came up to me and asked me for my autograph.
Who did?
Some girl at the bar at the airport. She says, "We all think you're great, Mr. Roberts."
They thought you were Jake the Snake?
Yeah. Yeah. This ain't the first time it's happened.
Jake is the best.
What do you think about that?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to Jake
Happy
Roberts.
birthday
Look at
to
those random guys with Classic mustaches.
Happy birthday.
So, all right. So Sean made a cake, right?
I didn't make it.
Where
Sweet Escapes
He
Cake
has
Company
Buffer's Fluffer on it, okay?
with a picture of naked Burt Reynolds.
Naked Burt Reynolds, yes. It's got a cake, and it's for you, for your birthday.
You know,
Tomorrow.
Happy birthday, bro.
One person remembered, and it was my wife.
yeah.
It wasn't even me. She's like, Don Frye's birthday. Oh, we have special 2 cupcakes, but specific ones have to go to specific people for reasons.
It's like, this is your life.
This is these are Oreo cupcakes for everybody. Do they look familiar?
It says MM30.
Yeah, those are what counterfeit fentanyl pills look like. So they have them made for Don. Careful with the icing because it could be like more sugar than it's supposed to be in there. They don't really mix them really well. So I don't know if you saw those made.
Oh, yeah, cocaine?
No. And then, you don't have to do it right now, but this one's got Anavar on it for me. And then this one has blue sprinkles or fentanyl on it for Don. We're not sure.
This guy's like the Carrot Top of MMA. It's like a prop comic now. You see that shit?
I'm like the new Carrot Top.
Yeah, you went.
This is only to make you laugh. This is.
I know.
You know how much thought went into making fake?
A lot.
Try ordering fake fentanyl pills. Don, I'd be careful with the sprinkles. Just I'd be a little careful with the sprinkles, Don.
I'm looking forward to it.
Sean has inside jokes for inside jokes. Like,
You're right.
This is an Anavar, by the way, and I won't be stronger after I take it or lean them.
like who has pills on a fucking cupcake?
Me.
You're
That's what this show was meant to be.
Wait, there are real pills in there?
Who knows?
Anavar.
What the fuck's an Anabar?
Steroids. We're not red.
But we're just joking, kids. Don't take steroids unless you like winning and money.
Yeah.
I like this. Like
Nothing else is spike. I tried to get Adderall to put on yours, but I couldn't find it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. This is so fun. Thank you. I think.
Well, thank you, Sweet Escapes Company, not me.
Yeah, wait, sweetestcakescompany.com.
It'd be great if you guys would follow and share them, just like you did my construction
We have a bunch
site.
of-
Not one of them.
Sean has like a boy band working the fucking thing,
Yeah,
and I feel like this is all terrible. Like your future is this right here, guys. Fucking bunch of fucking old
Did you
men.
see my house?
Old men eating fucking cupcakes dressed like drugs. Okay, like by the way, his house is sick. Like I don't know what type of illegal activities you did to get this house.
I used to sell $3,000 a month in Viagra and have it drop shipped to barbers. It was amazing. I just had an Indian dude send it to them. They'd order 1,000 at a time. I'd pay $250. They paid me 1,000.
Allegedly, all this.
Yeah, this didn't actually happen, but I would just buy Visa gift cards, pay some Indian guy who now works for me for $12 a day in India, harassing other roofing companies, like setting up appointments for them at Hindu churches, and then they don't want it. And so, and giving bad reviews to companies who mess with me. So just $12 a day, all day I pay him. I try to send him a $100 bill in the mail rolled up, and they don't take American money over there, so it got weird.
See, Mayhem, the problem is that you were in California. I feel like you did all your activities in Indiana.
Yeah, as a seasoned criminal, I advise you to stop talking.
How do you feel about shipping narcotics over state lines?
I ain't doing none of that, bud. I ain't doing none of
As a
that.
seasoned criminal, I advise you to stop. That could be a T-shirt. As a seasoned criminal, I advise you to stop talking.
Like, you're just talking your way right to fucking 3 to 5.
That could be the name of like your book.
I know.
3 to 5?
You're making me nervous, bro. I'm sad I came here now. I'm being implicated in a RICO case.
I'm just surprised you're here.
Me too.
We're trying to set up a seminar, and Mayhem hits me 3 weeks in a row. What are the dates again? I'm like, dude, it's 8
I'm
months
a
away.
busy man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to get those fancy ass shoes.
Yeah.
You travel in those fucking things.
I did.
Mayhem has the same tech to his criminal lawyer.
Does he?
What are the dates again?
Mayhem put those shoes through the X-ray. They couldn't see them because they were camouflaged. They were like, wait, sir, take your shoes off. Don's wearing the same ones right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You just can't see them because they're camouflaged. That's what I was getting at. All right.
Fucking Don's toes.
Yeah, jokes are great when you explain them.
Don's toes have cauliflower ear.
Hey,
Yeah, they do.
it's rough out there where I live, buddy.
His dick does too, but other people call it genital warts.
His feet make my feet look normal.
Don's got cauliflower cauliflower dick with genital warts.
Oh my God. Now we're just devolving into roasting each other.
Don took a shower and the water saw him and went back up.
That explains why his hair's not wet. He's wearing the same clothes he was wearing when he went in there. So I don't think that's what's going on.
Go in there, turn it on.
All right, so the John Jones fight, right?
Ah,
Everyone talked about how great John Jones looked in that fight, and I'm like,
did he?
that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm like,
okay.
am I not watching the same fight
I
as
know.
both of them, or does Stipe just look slow?
Stipe looked trash. Sorry, I love Stipe. But the thing was, remember, I think I said it. I was like, oh, you know, if Stipe can give him a good fucking look and move his feet, but the minute he walked out, the minute he started moving, I was like, ooh, he looked like he had a stick up his ass, you know?
He hit him a couple times.
He hit him a couple times, but glancing.
I don't think Jones looked that great.
No. And look, the funny part about John Jones is that he went, tripped him with that slick trip, whooped his ass for a whole round, then slowed down considerably.
That trip was like a schoolyard trip. Though.
Yeah, that's that move he does to everybody. Like it's like his special moves that he's so strong at that.
Yeah.
He's
Well, I have
so
a question
strong.
for you,
Hold on, McCorkle,
Yeah.
guys. I want to hear McCorkle.
No, I was just going to say I was just glad to see afterward that Stipe is very coherent and in no way showing signs of CTE. And it was easy to understand every word he said afterwards.
I'm done, man.
Took her down.
tough
It's like
to listen to.
listen to Don Frye eating a fentanyl cupcake.
Now you trained with Stipe, right?
Yeah, he beat the shit out of me, man. It
What
wasn't even
was
close.
that? What was that like?
It was
Painful,
like.
obviously.
It was like. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what it was like. Rolling with a Division I All-American wrestler who also was a black belt in Jiu-Jitsu. So no matter what position we were in, I actually threw up on him at one point. But I couldn't understand what he was saying.
But you're also 280.
Yeah.
And he's what, 220?
He's 6'4", probably 230, but I couldn't do anything with him. He's too slick. Like on the ground, he immediately sweat me. And I'm like, okay. And then he got me in a crucifix and then submitted me with some weird submission, tricked me into thinking he was going to try to pass and then got me a Kimura instead, which is what I do to people. But he's slick, man. He's like a really good wrestler, but who has extremely good, and he's good at stand-up too. So he's not I will remind you, he lost to Stefan Struve, and so did I. Wait, no, I beat Mark Hunt, who beat Struve, who beat Stipe. So I'm better than Stipe.
Yeah.
So.
But now, did you go 1 round or 5?
We went, dude. I was actually sick. I didn't tell him because he had a fight coming up, so I had like the flu or something, or withdrawals. No, I'm just kidding. I was sick, and so we went like 2 or 3 like 5-minute rounds. I went and threw up. I said, dude, I don't want to get you sick. And he said, oh, and I said, okay, I figured that's well. That means he doesn't want to train anymore today.
And
So.
Bill, what were you saying?
Well, I was gonna say, because Stipe already said he was going to retire after this fight.
Right.
So if you're going into a fight knowing that you're going to retire,
Right.
are you really?
And you're 47 and haven't fought in 9 years.
Yeah.
John Jones is perfect. He's like Floyd Mayweather. He'll fight people 7 years after their prime.
Well, no, but
Yeah.
he is like, well...
He's waiting for Don to go turn 60 next year and you guys to forget, and then he's going to challenge Don.
That was a couple of things with John Jones, right? Number one, John Jones obviously is incredible, maybe the best ever. But I feel like he always fights a little bit better than his opponent, because everyone's like saying right now, oh, Aspinall's going to run through him. And I'm like, no,
Well,
Jones is so smart, he might figure out what Aspinall's going to do and just be that much better.
But look,
Smart at fighting.
Yeah, part of being smart. Look, he got good footwork inside the cage. He also got good footwork outside the cage. He fights guys when they're way older than him, or he fights guys when they're on the way up, and he's not like he's got an advantage. Like Gane don't know how to fucking wrestle, grapple, jiu-jitsu, nothing. Oh, let me fight him right now before he learns how to grapple.
The best is when he challenges Ngannou after he's already signed with somebody. He said, I got to put on 80 pounds to fight Ngannou. As soon as Ngannou signed, he ran from me. Like, dude, Ngannou called you out for 3 years.
Well, that's what I don't like. That's what I didn't like. I'll put the negatives. I didn't like that John Jones was like, maybe I won't fight Aspinall because I don't want to be in business with him. And
It's full of shit.
But I'm like, look, if you're the number 1 guy, you fight the number 2 guy. Like,
Yeah.
why do you get to the? It's like, imagine like the Dodgers saying, I don't want to play the Yankees in the World Series. I'll play the Astros. And you're like, well, no, you can't just choose. If you're the number 1 guy, did you ever get to choose who you got to fight?
No.
And Mayhem, you didn't get to choose.
No.
I mean,
Well, it's that he's in a different spot where he is like such a big name for UFC
Right.
that and maybe he's got some compromat on fucking.
But then why have
White.
rankings? Why even have rankings if you could just say I'm not going to fight the number 2 guy?
Dude, Jones can fight whoever he wants. His wife, his opponents.
He doesn't do rematches. He doesn't do rematches. Yeah.
But I listen, everyone's saying that Aspinall's in a run
Oh, shit. He just said embryos.
Why would he fight embryo?
Because he's paying for abortions.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Adam's like, as a guy that's paid for 40 babies to be murdered, I take offense to that.
I didn't take offense to it. I just understand it. It's like I don't do most of your jokes. I'm not saying it's you or me.
Adam's like, we need to segregate babies from fetuses.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm going with this. Okay, so look, I'm saying that Aspinall has not got past the first round. He's been destroying everybody. Jones might take. That's what I remember when I ran into Chael a long time ago. And by the way, Chael gave me a shout out on Gutfeld, which is very nice. He called me up, right? Chael calls me
Wait,
up.
he gave you one?
Yeah.
Not me? That was nice.
Well, no, Chael calls me up and he goes.
You got him the job on Gutfield, right?
I didn't get him the job. The guy wanted his info and I gave him his info. But
Well, thanks for getting mine too.
yeah, because I know you'll make the flight. So
You didn't know that till yesterday.
So basically, Chael calls me up the other day and he goes, Barney the dinosaur. I go, what? Like, that was when he opened. I'm like, am I in the wrong conversation? He goes, we're talking about Barney the dinosaur. You have any jokes? And I go, well, yeah, well, just say if I want to see sexless dinosaurs, I'll watch The View, right? So, and he goes, goodbye, hangs up, right? And then on the show, he's on Gutfeld and he's like, he's here with Jordan Peterson, and he goes, Adam Hunter, listen, I called him up, I said, Barney, he said, you like it? He goes, if I want to see sexless hippos, he changed it to hippos, I'll watch The View. And fucking Greg goes, that Adam Hunter has some good advice. So thank you, Chael. But what I was saying was, when Chael was going to fight Vitor Belfort.
Yeah. Talk about putting yourself over, huh?
Thank you. When Chael was going to fight Vitor Belfort, he told me, he goes, everyone who's gotten out of the first round with Vitor beats him. It's that first round that you just have to weather the storm.
Yeah.
And maybe it's the same way with Aspinall. We don't know that. No one's gotten past out the first round except in.
Wait, no one's got past the first round at all?
In the last 5 or 6 fights. I think he has a loss on his record, but I mean, was there ever a guy you fought that you were like, I have to get past the first round?
No, that's what they were always thinking with me. Like I was always like, yeah, I have one round to finish this and I'm gonna be gassed out. But I did believe for the longest time that no one with a French or British accent could beat me in a fight, no matter who it was. I was like, nobody that talks that fancy will be able to beat me in a fight. And I still to this day don't think anybody, like GSP, even if they're the same way, the way he talks, I think I could beat him.
That's why I fought until I found the banner.
Yeah.
What about Saga the Hulk? He has
well, he's Samoan, that doesn't count. Yeah.
Oh, Samoan. Yeah. I've never seen a skinny Samoan in my life. Have you ever seen a skinny Samoan?
I've never seen a Samoan that wasn't kicking my ass in a fight. Like every time, like I was fighting Hunt, like dude, I was positive I was going to beat Mark Hunt the first time he hit me, and I thought this was a bad idea. Yeah. Like walked back out because everybody's like, you're going to get killed. First time he connected, I was like, man, I didn't even see that. I just heard a noise on my head and felt blood come down. I was like, well, he just cut me with the first glancing blow, and then, but he made me mad because I showed him respect all week, and he's like, we have to fight when we get in there. I'm like, dude, I'm not a bitch. I feel weird talking shit to you, And so as he comes in the cage, he comes over and looks at me, does this stuff across his thing. So then he got the bird back, and I kept saying, just wait. Like pointing to him, I said, just wait till it starts. Then he hit me, and I was like, it's not turning out at all how I thought. You know what I mean? I tried to take him down, he just pushed me off, and I was like, all right.
Man, your cardio was insane.
Yeah.
And the only time that you had bad cardio is when you were 37 pounds over.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
But, so were you running 5-10 miles? Like, how did you get your
I would do focused conditioning circuits where you do lightweight high reps for a fucking big long time so that you have muscular endurance, and then I would do sprint cardio stuff. So
mostly from the police.
Yeah.
So he'd be jumping fences and getting a
Yeah. No, listen, I went for the cops a few times and got away full on, and it's because of those cardio circuits. I can do a
the
good
time
sprint.
that you were in the church, you ran 31 miles, right?
Yeah. No, 42.
42 miles.
Yeah.
Without stopping.
Yeah.
There's only
42
66 books in the Bible, and he ran as many miles almost to get
Yeah.
How did you know it was 42 miles?
Because
he dropped a piece of clothing every 5 miles.
After I sobered up,
Because he was naked in the church.
Yeah.
Golly.
And all I had was my socks left.
Right.
So I think I did the math. But yeah, no, I did a Google Maps afterwards. I was like, holy shit, I'm a psychopath. That's how far I ran. Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to bring up. So you took some drugs.
Listen, I'll tell that story finally. After you look, I had this crazy girl on staff, right, who was making me like research chemicals.
You told me that you had a chemist.
Yeah. And something that I took put me into a mania where I could not calm down no matter what. And I was like, yo, guys, let's hang out. Let's smoke some weed. And I was like, no. And then people at first were like having fun. They're like, damn, this Mayhem guy really is Mayhem. He's crazy, man. Oh, he's fun. And then I watched it slowly devolve into people were like scared of me. Like, holy shit.
Now, when you were at that party and you walked out naked holding your dog.
Yeah.
And Diddy said, get back in here.
Yeah.
Were you on that then?
No.
That was just a bad
maybe, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was blurry. It was very blurry. There was a few years that were really blurry there, but the church incident.
Then you go for a run. You're like, I'm gonna run 42 miles to calm down.
Yeah, no, I started running and it was like Forrest Gump. I was just like, I'm just gonna keep running. And then I stopped and I would eat a little bit, and then night would come and then I was like, I'll get a beer, and then I would drink beers with everybody, and then the day would come and I was like, I'm gonna go keep running, and I kept running. I made it to LA and I was like, fuck yeah, I should head back home. And I turned around and bro, and now it's been 6 days later. Wow. 6 days later.
You know how many U-turns the police made during this trip? How many U-turns they made on the interstate?
Now, day 7, I was home. And I was like, great. This is great. And then, it's another party. And everybody was like having fun. I was spray painting stuff. And like these guys were fucking hanging out. And I sprayed the fucking fire extinguisher.
You was spray painting trash bags and breathing them?
No. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a nap, guys. I'm gonna take a nap. And I went to sleep, and I woke up, and I'm at a fucking church. I was like, this is not my house. This is not my beautiful wife. This is not my dog. And the cops came and got me.
You weren't married, so that would make it.
Exactly. I was having fucking way crazy dreams, bro. I was fucking insane, dog. So never take research chemicals, kid.
So first of all, it's crazy. Like at the end of the Forrest Gump, he ends up getting.
Listen, and I was like doing everything. I was running, I was getting laid, I was like, bro, it was Mayhem mania.
Well, Forrest Gump 1, Tom Hanks had sex with Jenny who had AIDS.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then
I've been tested.
And then Forrest Gump 2, Mayhem to the church, so they both end up with like negative, crazy endings.
Tom Hanks had been having sex with men for years before that. Did I ever tell you about the time the doctor told me he had AIDS?
No.
What?
Okay, so not to cut it off and make it about me.
Did you sleep with him?
No. After. No, so I'm in Australia, fighting Soapalele, and they got mad at me because I had a giant gummy worm that was like this thick, and I kept smacking people in the face with it. Like it was my dick. Like I put it and smack other fighters, and they were too little to fight me. So the doctor didn't like it. He had to give us all IVs.
Wait, hold on, a giant gummy worm?
They had gummy worms in Australia this big, and so it looked like a long
dick.
So I would just go behind and smack fighters while they're getting an IV in the face with it, like it was my dick.
You know these fighters?
No, but they're 135 pounds. What are they going to do, right? And so then I would I just kept hitting people in the head with it. I hit So in the back of the head with it, and he was so afraid of me. He was dry heaving before we came out to fight, and he couldn't look me in the eyes. So I'm like, I'm going to beat this dude's ass. And 30 seconds later, I'm just getting Donkey Kong from the top, like punching me, and I was like, oh, this is how it felt all the times I beat those other guys.
Smacking with the dick with the gummy worm?
Maybe, I don't know. He was so terrified of me. He said, I've never been so scared of a fight before in my life. And he just treated me like a child. Like I couldn't do anything.
Where does this guy have AIDS, the doctor?
Okay, well, why do you want to? Adam's like, where can I go find a doctor? Did you see I announced to try to promote their thing on Facebook yesterday? I said, it's all fun and games sharing needles with homeless guys until you get a positive HIV test.
No, I did not see that.
And everybody who responds, I put the poster for the seminar underneath so they got to watch it. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's my reply.
You wonder why we have 9 people.
Right, yeah. Right. So anyway.
Wait, I'm teaching an AIDS seminar?
Well,
all right.
Special guest, Bruce Buffer. So, so anyway, I'm in Australia. It's my house too, so I can talk about segregation. No, I'm in Australia, and the doctor is mad that he has to do IVs, and he's not like being careful because I'm dehydrated. Stick it in. I'm like, hey, that's not in. And he moves it, and he's like, out here at 9 o'clock, and you guys aren't in pain. I was like, dude, I didn't set this up. It's the promoter. Sorry. So 8 of us are getting IVs, and he's being a dick. So I was like, hey, there's supposed to be a bunch of bubbles going into my vein. And he jumps up. I said, dude, I'm just kidding. I had convinced the doctor one time that he crippled me after he gave me a shot in the back. I said, am I supposed to be able to feel below my waist right now?
Dr. Punked or something?
No, I don't know yet. So I just like to mess with doctors. So I told him, I said, this one doctor, I can't feel anything below my legs. Is that a problem? And he's like, are you serious? I said, I cannot move my legs. And he like turns white. He was white anyway. But if he was Indian, he would have turned white. And so he comes over and I said, dude, I'm just joking. And he didn't think it was funny. His nurse cracked up. So anyway, he jumps up and I said, dude, I'm just kidding. He said, that's not funny. You could have died. I said, but it's not really bubbles. I'm just joking. He said, you're all due for HIV tests too. I said, no, I just had mine, you know, whatever. And they said, no, you got to have one for Australia. So they come over and he's got a 30-second AIDS test. And I was like, can I buy some of those? And he's like, why? I said, so I can test people I'm going to date for AIDS before I'm going to date with them. You know, and he was like, are you serious? I said, yeah, how much? He said, 25 a piece. I said, can I have like 20 of them? And he like wouldn't do it. Right? And he said, no, I can't sell these. I was like, are they prescription AIDS tests? Anyway, they come back in 30 seconds. He takes them all and sits them down on a table and goes in a room for 20 minutes. So I'm like looking like I'm to the chair with an IV. I'm like looking for a skull on the thing, looking for bread. I keep like, dude, and because I'd had a lot of blood in my mouth over the days, and that was just at Diddy's parties with Mayhem. Yeah. But no, like when MMA was unregulated, dude, Dom knows was unregulated. You'll be tasting blood, and you'll look back, and you're not bleeding. So you're like, oh, that's his blood going down my, and they haven't been tested. There's no pre-fight drug testing, no nothing. Thank God we're done. But no, there's no blood testing.
They take your word for it.
I feel like you broke this whole thing down. Is this like a...
No, this happened.
All right, go on.
So anyway,
This monologue sucks.
the doctor comes back in. It's like every other MMA roasted.
Yeah.
The doctor comes back in and he goes, you're good, you're good. Or first I said, hey, can I give you some bedside manner advice? He goes, what? I said, when you give somebody a 30-second HIV test, maybe don't disappear for 15 minutes and leave it almost within reach. He goes, you're good, you're good, you're good. Gets to me, he goes, huh. And I said, is there something wrong? He goes, let's do another one. And I said, is it positive, dude? I said, he goes, they're not 100%, they're only like 99%. He puts in, breaks down, no one takes nothing in my blood, and dude, my whole life flashed before my, like everything. I'm thinking, never shut down that girl that's on house arrest. Mayhem knows about that.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, dude, that dude bled. I drank that dude's blood in that fight. Like he was on top of me, his nose pointing in my mouth. I'm thinking, I'm about to tap just to drink a nasty dude's blood.
Was your opponent Magic Johnson?
No, it's amazing how he just keeps living like he got money. But anyway, he, I did though when.
Keep on with the story.
Wait, all right.
Well, you said it was going to be a 5-hour podcast. I should have factored in. All right,
he has me taking over, and he sits it over there. Leaves me another 3 minutes.
Part 2.
He goes, oh, by the way, they were both negative. It was a joke like your bubble joke. For 5 minutes. He let me think I had HIV, and I was thinking of every dude. I was like,
I thought you had AIDS this whole time.
Yeah. No, so I was so I was devastated for 5 minutes. I was like, I have to call the girl I'm currently dating and tell her goodbye.
Dude, I once got an AIDS test, and the lady called me back and said,
you got a B on it?
Yeah, she said, you need to call us back immediately. It's urgent.
Holy shit.
And I was like, oh my God, same shit happened. I was like, and then
they said, we can't believe you're negative.
I was about to have sex. I'm like, I think she wear a condom this time. And she goes, you have high cholesterol.
Yeah.
I go, you can't leave messages, people. Like, that's not even.
They took my blood one time.
From an AIDS test.
They took my blood one time and told me, call me immediately. It's an emergency. You have low testosterone. I was like, no, I just went off of it for 2 weeks. So
how many guys, when you get locked up, you didn't have HIV?
Fuck, I don't know.
All the ones he slept with.
Yeah. Damn it, you can't steal my joke. Jesus Christ. Guys do dope. Everybody got
hepatitis.
Like, because everybody was like expecting me to come out of prison tattooed all the fuck up, but I was like,
You went in that way.
I went in and I was like, nah, like, cause I lived in a tattoo shop in the fucking joint. Like, I lived and there's two dudes who just would tweak out and tattoo everybody. I saw 6, 10, maybe 11 Mexican dudes come over.
Did you try to learn it, how to do it?
Nah, no thanks. But the cartel dudes getting fucking muerte. They all got the same
It's
fucking.
especially you get tattooed, get somebody who knows will smell.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. But no, the fucking, and I asked the guy, I was like, oh man, and I seen the guys doing, injecting stuff in their fucking veins. I was like, ooh, what the fuck? And then he's like,
Don's like, where'd they get it?
I know. No, and I'm like,
How much is it?
and then they go to the doctor, they take pills for hepatitis. And I'm like, so you guys are tattoo artists who have hepatitis, so you're just spreading that shit. I was like, no thanks, bud. No thanks.
So Michael Chandler. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, Michael Chandler. Hey, one of my favorite fighters.
Another half hour.
No.
Yeah. This is like a fucking 72-hour podcast, and you know what? We're just gonna edit out all of Sean's stories into one mega podcast. Sean McCorkle does podcast.
I did post on Twitter one time that I'm so sick, I think I broke Magic Johnson's record, single season record for worst disease reception in a single season. I thought that was good.
What's his name had my favorite, Damon Wayans Jr. No, Damon Wayans, who I think is the most underrated
Did
comic.
you just say all black people look alike?
No.
That's
He just made 3
I said
wins.
Damon,
Ivory.
Damon goes, you know, how like Magic's son's like super gay, like really gay.
Like
nothing wrong with that.
Like, you know,
like extra gay.
like extra gay. Right?
I don't know why we have to bring that up.
And Damon explains this how Magic's like it's like, you know, very manly.
Yeah.
And he goes, it must have been hard. Like he'd be like introduce people, hey, I'm Magic, and then the son would be like, and I'm Walla.
That is pretty good. Who'd you steal that joke?
No, that's from Damon Wayans.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dave.
Yeah.
But no, Mike
I'm sure he
Chandler,
watches.
we're going to talk about the second dirtiest fighter in the world after this guy. Fucking
Really?
hammer fist to the
How
fucking
many
back.
like-
The 17 hammer fist to the back of Oliveira's head.
How do you miss that?
Fuck it. He's American. We
you
roll
think-
with the American.
Do you think Peterson had money on Chandler?
I guess.
He was no nonsense Keith Peterson for that 1 minute. He was complete nonsense
Yeah.
Keith Peterson.
Yeah.
Like there was nothing but nonsense going on with that.
I know.
Like, do you think he might have had because?
No, you know what it is? Okay, I've seen this phenomenon with referees, and it's happened a few times, like also with the Ngannou fight. Remember Ngannou fight? He fucking, I don't know, he knocked the guy out.
The Brazilian guy?
Yeah, he knocked the guy out, and the ref was like right there, and then it was like, the guy was already out, and then Ngannou gave him like fucking like 8 shots afterward. What happens, I think, is the referees are so tight in on the action, and they're looking slightly the wrong
On that
place.
one, but on the Keith Peterson one though,
Keith Peterson.
that was like.
It seems no, but what I mean is, if you just you're looking off to the like where he's punching from, you don't see where it's connecting.
This was like
but I would
WWE
think
drafting.
10 of them.
Yeah, like,
After 6 of them, you'd be like, he's hitting him in the back of the head. But it's one of let's just agree that never gets called in our sport.
No.
Back in the head?
Never.
Not the hammer fist.
It happened to me. It happened to me before in fights, and they never called it.
That's the only time I got knocked out against Soul Play. They hit me 7 times in the back of the head, and I woke up later, and I was like, am I in West Virginia? I was in Australia. I thought I was in West Virginia because there's a lot of white trash there. But no, it's ridiculous, man. They really do. Sometimes the refs have money on fights too, man. But
Really?
Dude, in basketball too, you'll see they'll call a foul with 3 seconds left, and it just covers the spread. I'll be damned. You know what I mean? A foul when the game's over and a guy touches a guy, but
There was a basketball game my dad bet on, and the guy in the Knicks shot it in his own basket.
right, it's, to beat the
with,
spread.
like, to beat the spread.
That's what they did. Yeah.
They had already won by like 10.
You guys know-
just fucking around.
Real quick, a way to fix. They try to fix the UFC for real. Like try to fix the reffing thing. They're gonna have former fighters ref, and they let Dominic Cruz do like an exhibition and watch. And all he caught was the low blows. Like that's all he was focused on was the low blows the whole time. He missed the eye pokes, missed everything. He said, "Dude, you can't put your finger in his butt, and you can't hit
All
low
right, for
blows."
that 80th time, we have no proof that Dominic Cruz. I've seen him with the hottest women.
There's no
in
proof
my
that
life.
George Michael was gay either on film. But I know when a guy has a Yorkie and he's a 40-year-old man, and I've never seen him in a picture with a woman.
I met girls he banged.
Mick Jagger has pictures with women too.
All right, so Michael Chandler. What I don't get is this: the guy was like a 4-time All-American wrestler,
Yeah.
and he got taken down 50 times by a BJJ specialist.
All right, well, I have the answer to that. Well, he's a offensive takedown guy, not a defensive takedown
Come
guy.
on.
Yeah, but he's not like a little sprawl type of dude. He's great when he's going forward, even when he fights.
Yeah, but when you're a wrestler, college wrestler, D1, you're to defend taking.
But also, dudes throw away their wrestling. I've seen it over and over and over again. And we'll talk about Bo Nickal in a minute too, because that was a travesty. But the fucking guys who wrestle really well and then just get into MMA kind of throw away their wrestling. It's not like they're in a wrestling room anymore. They're not doing.
You mean guys who just like stand there and just trade punches?
Stop training wrestling too.
Yeah, now they just grab onto people's head and fucking punch them to death. Because that's what the fans want.
I mean, but the only guy to ever take you down in the history of your fights is Mark Coleman, right?
Yeah.
I know, yeah.
As many times as he wanted, yeah.
Could you, I mean...
Was he doing double legs?
Was he getting double? Nah, he was like running like an outside double,
He was
right?
a high level, he qualified for the Olympic team, or
He's on 2 teams, yeah.
2 Olympic teams. I mean, what I'm saying, would you ever let a BJJ black belt
No.
take you down?
No.
But
BJ.
hey, but you know what? Oliveira though is not like the normal average jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah.
He's like a master of the craft. He knows every angle. And bro, I'm telling you, because I wasn't like an accomplished wrestler. I fucking went to goddamn nationals and got stomped. Okay, but I could get high level wrestlers down when we were kickboxing.
Has the BJJ guy ever taken you down in a fight?
Or a BJJ guy, like
from
pure
Missouri?
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking, I got taken down by old fucking alligator, Jacare. He fucking got me down once. Well, I blew my knee out before.
Once. Yeah,
but yeah, he got me down.
I know.
But the thing is that what I'm just trying to illustrate and play devil's advocate here is that why he's a fucking, Chandler's a fantastic wrestler. The MMA style wrestling is much different. Yeah. Like you can get guys in a takedown because he has to like respect the kickboxing. He has to keep his guard up. So what? Now a single leg comes and you're fucking already defending up here.
Yeah.
It's hard to fucking stop that.
Knee in the breast.
He didn't really shoot that much either.
He didn't shoot. He shot a single leg. He like would shoot like kind of a long single leg, you know, and fucking yank him down.
Now when Oliveira had his back,
I've got a long single leg.
and when Oliveira had his back, and he did that like he goes fuck it and just jumps.
Yeah.
Does that ever work?
No.
Now, would he be better off going forward and spiking him?
There we go.
Yeah, no, not really.
There we go.
Yeah.
This is the fight.
Favorite. The crowd pleaser right here.
This is Don. So what are you thinking right now?
Punch him in the face.
Out.
I wonder if they sell Vicodin in Japan.
Yeah.
Now Don, did you ever have a complete thought during this fight or no?
Yeah.
What was it?
Like, what the hell's keeping this guy up?
Yeah. You hit him with so many punches that were solid.
Now he was a pro wrestler, right?
Yeah.
So you weren't expecting the kind of fight at all, were you?
No, not at all. So, I didn't expect it to go after the first punch, you know. Shit.
Don was thinking the same thing. Bruce Buffer fans.
So you thought you were gonna punch him, he was gonna fold.
Yeah.
But he had a lot of weight on you, right?
Yeah,
The guy was massive, yeah.
he was like 298.
Now you're breathing pretty hard. Are you tired or no?
Oh, he did that.
Oh fuck. Now, did that knee hurt?
Yeah.
It all hurt.
Was it knee to the head? Why?
For a few months.
Man.
Oh my God.
Now,
What a legendary
at this point, are you thinking uppercut at all or no?
You know, I'm gonna, what the hell do I need to do to get this guy down? You know what's really sick is if you watch the people in the back.
Yeah, you're right.
No, are you allowed to headbutt? Are you allowed to headbutt here or not?
Everybody got no headbutts, but everybody was pumped right
So
there.
you're,
That's strange out of that Japanese crowd.
Yeah, it was.
Now, did you split your mouth up on purpose to get tired?
Fuck, no, he knocked it out of my head.
All right, so
Yeah.
Can you imagine the parking lot after that event?
Yeah.
What, it was very clean because all Japanese people there?
No, everybody just trying to get out.
You got to watch his face get uglier in real time too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing with Adam right now.
now, were you wondering how come the shorts were so tight or not?
Why are you wondering why the shorts are so tight?
Yeah. Sorry, Bruce.
Good point. That's crazy. Now the crowd
It's like, how'd that fit around your crotch? How did that American flag part help that?
is the crowd deafening?
Yeah, they were loud.
Oh, you got him here.
It was crazy.
Matt Hamill was in the crowd. He couldn't hear shit.
Ha!
There you go.
When generally they're quiet, you know, they're stone quiet.
So this is the end of the fight.
So
right?
now you know it's over, right?
Yeah.
At this point, you know it's over.
At that point, I'm going, where the fuck is the referee?
Yeah.
You know, because it was just stupid.
Oh look, you pat his chest against
Why
this
did he
guy.
feel his tits afterwards?
Huh?
How can he feel
He
his
was
tits?
being
What's he gonna do?
That's awesome.
He had nice tits. So
Is this the best you've ever felt after a fight? I'm saying winning wise.
The best he ever felt was when he was on Viking and the guy armbarred him and he didn't break his arm.
Yeah.
Like you let him break his arm. I told Don, what were you thinking when he had it? He said, buddy, I was so high I wouldn't even think about my arm.
And then you went to an after party with him afterwards, right?
yeah. Dance all night long.
Did you notice in the clubs in Tokyo it says no dancing?
No.
I was in Tokyo, all the clubs say no dancing, and I saw people trying to dance, and I thought maybe that's what they mean because they can't dance. But every club in Tokyo says no dancing allowed. I don't know why.
Dude, it was crazy. I was in Tokyo doing comedy for the military, and I guess some guys got into a bar fight or something, and there was a sign outside the bar that said, no Americans allowed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, they got those all over the country there. We try going to a restaurant, sorry, you know.
And can you imagine they had like in the US and no Japanese, like they would be, people would just be.
Yeah, you know, like everyone says America's racist, but they haven't been to other countries.
Right.
Of course not.
Right.
Yeah.
You
In
ever
other countries, they like racism is like,
I'm
of
racist.
course.
You ever see a Puerto Rican on the Chinese gymnastics team?
No.
That's hilarious.
No. We're a melting pot society, but I gotta admit that in other countries, like racism is the standard.
Oh, we're the least racist
I know.
on the planet. And that's just-
Not in this house.
Most of these fucking people haven't been out their
Yeah,
neighborhood.
let's all 5 white people. Let's talk about how there's no racism in the
No,
world.
he's right. No, I'm telling you.
Have you ever been overseas?
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
It's fucking unbelievable. They just look at you with disdain and you're like, they're shitting in my food right now.
You know, when I was in Juarez, I was so disgusted there was not a single person headless hanging from the interstate that was white. I was like, dude, really? You're gonna only kill Mexicans down here?
It always starts off with him, and then he goes, what could I say
I know.
that completely
he's like,
get me demonetized or
It's like taking the remote control and changing it.
I think I'm shadow banned from everything I'm on, and I go, and my wife goes, I wonder why, and then I just think of you.
Dude, a bank there, they wouldn't let me open an account. I said, I'm not allowed to open an account. I have an 820 credit score. They were like, no, you'll get a notice in 15 days. Why? So apparently I'm on some sort of watch list now. So I don't know. I also got denied entry into a military base because they asked me if I had any ties to Al Qaeda. I said, yes, but I keep that all off base. And they would not let me on the base. They literally would not let me on the base. And they said, we can't let you in now because you said that. I said, why would you ask me? He said, it's a 20-year prison sentence if you lie about it. And I said, well, don't let me in then. Like I was still like associated with them.
What's up, people? Listen, we all love going to live events. I love going to college football games. I still remember seeing Vince Young run for like 19,000 yards back in the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. It was incredible. It was Michigan versus Texas. I love going to WNBA games, NBA games, fights, boxing matches, okay? Nothing like going to a live event. And you got to check out Game Time, okay? Game Time, they have a new feature that's called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff. So you only the incredible deals on great seats. You don't have to waste your time searching through thousands of tickets. That's such a waste of time. And then it's like, oh, you only have 6 minutes left and then you can't remember your code. What a pain in the ass. Not going to happen when you have Game Time, okay? What you do is you pick an event, you scroll through it, you look at it, and the prices go down as the event gets closer, which is awesome. I've gotten deals for I've seen games for like $11, $15, $20, where like parking is literally more expensive than the actual seeing the event, all right? And they actually have a parking thing too, where you could buy cheap parking. So check it out. Go to the Game Time app. Check it out. Check out Game Time Picks. Curation makes it even easier to save more on sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc. They have all-in pricing, so you're not paying for one thing and then all of a sudden you're like, wait, this is $100. Oh no, it's $500. What a pain in the ass. They have lowest price guarantee, or Game Time will credit you 110% the difference. I mean, who does that? They have ticket coverage. Your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. That's right. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CLNS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time.
And so your military tour, I didn't get to go to that. And then when I made a joke about on the nuclear sub and got detained for that.
We should do a military tour. We should, because they keep asking me to book.
Yeah, they want me back for sure.
I think we do comedy and have you guys see seminars.
Great.
We'll have at least 9 soldiers show up.
So you get more than 5 people, right?
Should we turn the volume for Don's Hall of Fame speech?
Oh, no, it's a great speech, but he talks about wanting to bang Miocic Tate at least 35 times.
No, that was the other one.
That was the other one?
That's when they inaugurated.
No, what Don said was he thought instead of trophy, he'd rather just have Paige Van Zandt sitting on his lap, like, and she's in the crowd, which was awkward, you know?
Dude, there was an article written about him speech, about how...
Him speech?
his speech, yes.
Him
His
speech, no bueno.
He calls Miocic Tate, there's a fine drink of water. Like, all these, like, strange, like,
It's a strong drink of vodka.
Like from the 50s, like, man...
1850s.
Yeah, that's like... She goes, that's a tall glass. Oh, and Misha was like a good sport about it, right? But people were so offended, and it had nothing to do with me. It was like, it was Sakuraba, right?
Yeah.
It was about Sakuraba, and it became about how much he wanted to fuck Miocic Tate for 27 minutes. It was the greatest speech of all time. Just so you let you know.
So that's your name, Misha Tate.
That's your Sakuraba or Miocic Tate. Now, Bo Nickal fight. Here's a guy everyone wants to see because he's one of the world's best wrestlers, and he wants to prove a point that he can strike.
Yeah.
But why?
He wants to prove a point that he can put the entire crowd to sleep.
Yeah. What a garbage ass
I think because the other guy had good jiu-jitsu, so you've already
what he
figured
was
like
afraid of,
he probably thought the only way I could lose is to be submitted. But I thought he was. I'm like, the only way he could lose right now is the way he's fighting right now, which is giving himself enough distance to catch him with a kick or a punch. But it worked for him.
This is Paul Craig's fault, kind of. Because if you're fighting this guy and he won't engage like that, it's up to you to just go gangbusters, kick and punch, and like, you know, like you were saying, his jiu-jitsu's good. You know, who did he tap out? Ankalaev or whatever?
Yeah, Ankalaev.
Like, yeah, he fucking tapped that guy out, and, you know, he's got good jiu-jitsu, and his kickboxing didn't look bad, so why not take chances and fall down? Take chances, fall down, and try to choke him out, you know? But neither guy really wanted to take a lot of chances and engage, and so you got this sloppy-ass bullshit kickboxing fight, you know? And then the whole crowd yelling, overrated.
Oh, you
You didn't hear it? Yeah, they were fucking cheering. They were fucking bagging on him.
Yeah, it was 30-27.
Yeah.
I was watching another Dave & Buster's in Syracuse. I went to Dave & Buster's on Friday night.
Name dropping, dude.
I know, yeah, fucking look.
Dude, I got
the Steve-O champion of the world.
I got the worst Dude, I did a show, and there was an 18-year-old girl and her boyfriend and their mom, and she looked like, she was like, just like kind of a woke-ish, you know, like did not want to be there, making faces. I'm like, are you having a good time? She's
like me right
She's
now.
like, your jokes are kind of, like she's kind of being rude.
She's like, ever since Chris D'Elia broke up with me 3 years ago, I haven't been the same.
Everyone else was laughing. People were laughing at how mad she was getting.
Yeah.
Like I would tell a joke, and then and then someone would point to her and go, "She's so mad," and then everyone's laughing. Like it was like 4D chess comedy. I was getting laughs on people not laughing.
Yeah.
Anyway, that night I get a phone call from her dad who wasn't even there. I'm gonna fucking kill
How
you.
did your number?
I don't know how he got my number.
I don't know how that 18-year-old girl got mad. That's odd.
No, I have no idea.
She got it from the 12-year-old.
This guy.
Oh my God.
This guy threatened to murder me in 37 different ways. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking stab you.
He's saying this in a voicemail.
I picked up the phone.
Oh, you were talking to him?
Well, first he called me from his regular number, so I had his name, and then I go hello, hang up, and then a blocked number called 2 seconds later, so I knew it was that guy. So then I just look up his number and I see that his name, I see the wife and the kid, so I know exactly who it was. So then
He's like, would you tell your dad to quit calling me?
I messaged the wife, and I said, hey, sorry you didn't have a good time at the comedy show, but your husband threatened to murder me. And he goes, I'm going to show up tomorrow and kill you. And the next night, I wasn't there, but it was drag queen comedy night. So he would have showed up to the drag queen comedy night, which I was like hoping he would.
And then how are you going to run away in your heels?
That's right.
So then the guy hits me. Then the guy texts me.
Lots of practice.
2 days later, he texts me, hey man, I just want to say I misunderstood what happened. My wife and kid told me that you weren't bullying them, and I was bullied. Sorry for threatening to kill you.
Sorry.
Sir, please find him. Because I
Let's find another 18-year-old today.
Because the guy works at his church. He's a volunteer at his church.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So.
His fucking pastor tells you I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
my pastor's handling some rattlesnakes right now. I'll get back to you.
So I was like, hey man, like it's okay. No hard feelings. I understand. Like,
I understand murder threats. That's okay. That's what most of my customers say after they don't pay me.
Yeah, that's what Sean said. Hey, give me his number and I'll go with the Karate Kid.
Yeah, like Terry Silver and Karate Kid 3.
Yeah, his role model is a fictional character
Who's the bad guy?
the guy in Karate Kid 3 who basically
With the ponytail.
comes back just to ruin a high school kid's
A
life.
billionaire who spends all his money and time trying to get even with a 17-year-old, which is kind of like my life. and Brad Wesley from Roadhouse, like he has nothing better to do. He's a billionaire and he just wants to mess with a bouncer for no reason. Like Patrick Swayze did nothing to him, and anyway did nothing. And the whole movie is Brad Wesley trying to kill him and ruin his life. So.
Dude, there's a scene in Roadhouse, the first
Sounds like my ex-wife.
where like
Yours too, huh?
the whole town, like the 5 guys in the town were like, we have to get rid of Brad Wesley, right? And the next scene, they're at the guy's car lot, and they have one of those huge like jumbo cars, and they run over the whole car lot.
Monster truck, kid.
Monster truck, and they run
Are
over.
you from the fucking city or what? One of the big giant things, you know, with the big wheels? A fucking monster truck.
Sorry, dude.
Civilized.
You are a monster truck. Okay, so
Civilized fuck.
dude, your mustache has a mustache. Okay, so I'm just saying they fucking took over.
How yucky of you.
Yeah. Probably not even a mustache. Probably like his old lady's vagina that he went down.
This scene where Brad Wesley pinches a guy on the cheeks.
This one.
That guy didn't even do anything to Brad Wesley. Like at no point did he cross Brad
He
Wesley.
showed up at a meeting and he takes his truck and just the whole car lot.
Yeah,
Bigfoot.
those giant trucks with the big wheels.
You know that's Boom Boom Mancini, right?
No, really?
That was Boom Boom Mancini
Yeah.
and Terry Funk.
Oh wow! Look, like
Bigfoot.
nobody does anything. He just fucking
And
runs.
that guy
Over,
only sells station wagons.
he
Apparently.
runs over the whole car lot. It's for no reason.
Wait, what is this documentary called?
This was Mayhem's 4th grade.
Yeah. I definitely lived this life.
Learning to drive.
If you look in the background, Mayhem's running 37 miles across the bank as an extra.
And everyone just looks down like, and he saw.
How happy they are though.
Why is that girl in a bikini? Like none of this makes any. Like,
So there's just no police in this town? Is that
no.
Bro, this is the 80s.
J.C. Penney is there because of him.
Yeah.
Dude, there was a.
Watch the movie.
One of the funniest things about Mayhem was like, I'm like, hey, you going back to Binghamton or Syracuse? He's like, oh yeah, last time I was there, remember? He's like, they had a parade for me. It was crazy. I go, it wasn't a parade. He stole someone's car and everyone was chasing him.
He was leading the parade.
I started one of those street takeovers. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They do them in LA all the time now, but back, I tell you, I was on upstate New York doing fucking burnouts in this stolen truck. It was awesome, bro.
I go,
They
he's
knew
like-
the cops, so I didn't even get in trouble.
I go, that wasn't a parade. I go, that was you stealing the car and everyone just going, give us back our car.
It was a good time.
And then they call, and then the whole other thing, Mayhem goes, oh, why did they call you? Like that was the part that he couldn't figure out. Not him taking the car and everyone chasing him. They called me because they're like, hey, can you tell Jason to give us back our cars?
That's hilarious. You're always
So everybody got your fucking phone number.
Everyone got the phone.
If any of you out there don't have his phone number, he'll give it to you.
Or your 18-year-old sister.
No, the best when Don will call me. I go, hey, what's up, Don? He goes, forgot why I called you. Bye. Like
What's that manly voice of yours? What's up, Don? Not the now. Kill that hard on.
Yeah, wait, so did anybody think Bo Nickal did good?
no, he won. He won 30-27.
I didn't watch it. Did he get a lot of takedowns?
No, zero.
Didn't even try
Not
to.
even a shot. He threw these wonky overhand. It was like, meh, I guess somebody had to win.
Well, that's the thing. Would you rather lose like Chandler or win like Jake Paul and Bo Nickal?
Bro, Chandler got a bonus, didn't he? 'Cause that was a wild
But I'm saying, but he lost 50 every round for the most.
Yeah, he lost every round,
But I'm
but
saying,
maybe the last.
but which is better? You think?
Bro, I mean, look, crowd favorite. You want to be a crowd favorite? Fight like Chandler.
Yeah,
You want to fucking your career to fizzle out? Fight like Bo Nickal.
No, not if you keep winning.
I mean, if he keeps winning, maybe. But the minute that he gets fucking ousted, he's gone. Nobody cares. If he keeps fighting these boring fights, because the last fight I gave him a pass. Okay, he's new to the game, whatever. Then I did a little more research. Bro, he's 28 years old. Doesn't know how to kickbox yet. Or maybe he does, but barely. So what are we doing?
He also brings in his camp to him. Like, he started at ATT in Pennsylvania where he lives. And he brings in people to train with him.
Okay.
Is that a good thing, you think? Or is he better off? No, right?
No, because he's like, all right, he's such a big superstar in the wrestling world that now he has this so much juice that he's building a camp around himself instead of going to be humble and learn some new skills.
Sacrifice.
Yeah, he's not sacrificing. He gets to call the shots, and so now his kickboxing is meh. And he's probably not going against tough guys. He's just like learning the bare basics to keep skating.
And no one's trying to. Well,
and on top of that, the UFC's protecting him.
Yeah, I used to drive an hour and a half each way.
Yeah.
It's like me at the airport 3 times yesterday.
Hey, should have paid attention to notice this year.
Right? Yeah, no joke.
Yeah.
So
They said Don Frye's asleep at the gate, so he will be 30 minutes late. I was like, okay.
Four hours later.
So fights that were announced. It was supposed to be Joaquin Buckley against Ian Gary.
Oh, that didn't happen.
Now it's Buckley versus Colby Covington. And
Gary's fighting someone else.
Gary is fighting.
Yeah,
I think
Kashush, whatever.
Isn't that crazy redhead guy with the
I love that dude.
No.
Bullet?
He's
Yeah, is that who he's fighting?
No, he's fighting another guy with a weird ass name.
Can we look up?
Yeah. Ian Gary.
Now the Colby Covington versus Joaquin Buckley fight. Buckley is on a tear. Has been knocking people out.
Joaquin Buckley.
Yeah.
Let me guess, he's black.
Yes. Big black muscular guy.
Joaquin.
Lost a couple fights, but has been winning a lot of fights and knocking people out hard, cold. Colby has lost his last 2 fights, but his last 2 fights were against Usman and Leon Edwards. So I mean,
Yeah. He's like losing against the top guys.
he's at Mar-a-Lago. He wants to run for governor or something of Florida.
Yeah.
What do you think happens to him versus Buckley?
I mean, Buckley, like you said, is on a tear. It's like a weird, I don't know. This is a tough fight. I really think so. It's a tough fight. Stylistically, I don't know. I think it might work out a little better for him. What? Buckley, what kind of wrestler is he? That's the big question.
He didn't wrestle in high school, college. He told me a funny story how he wrestled against this guy. I forgot the guy's name. He was like a national champion, and he said he finally got the guy in a single leg, and the guy did a cartwheel out of it, and he just walked home.
Yeah.
He just said, he left. He was like, he went 3 or 4 days and played with this guy. The guy did a cartwheel out of a single, and I'm out.
Yeah. He's fighting Shavette Rachmanov on December 7th.
That's it, Shavette.
Is that the guy I'm thinking of? The guy,
I know. It's a similar name, but have a weird ass name.
But Rachmanov's undefeated, right?
Rachmanov's tough, yeah.
I don't know. I assume he yells out Allah Akbar before every fight, but I'm not sure.
Obviously. So do I.
I know I did, yeah.
So, all right. So Ian Gary's fighting him.
Yep. Finally.
Well, we're gonna see
Fans have been
Ian
calling
Gary.
for that for weeks. What is it? What's Ian Gary? Ian Gary's a
Ian
wine
Gary
dude,
is
right?
Ian Gary is the guy from
the fake Conor McGregor
kind of
with a bowl haircut.
He's got the older girlfriend who everyone was saying was
that kid, yeah.
But
He's got the wife that also has a husband that lives with him.
Yeah, the ex-husband lives with him, not the husband. I'm not sure. I don't know what the deal is, but he's very cocky, very good. He just beat Bobby Green.
Yeah, but
has he lost yet?
He's lost not in the UFC, but I thought he lost in the UFC to my friend who died 6 times on heroin.
Every time he touched him.
Yes, the guy, and it was a crazy weird. They gave it to Ian Gary, but I didn't think Ian Gary won. My other buddy won.
They're so close. He called him his other buddy.
Yeah, we're best friends.
Sounds right there.
He's coming here.
Not today, he's not.
Jordan, I forgot the guy's name.
Or to the seminar.
Anyway,
no way he's coming to the seminar.
No, he's not going to be there. That's where he won't be.
But yeah, Colby needs a win.
Colby needs to win, but I think that's a that's a tough piece of work right there. Like, Buckley is like crazy, but it's one of the things. Is he gonna wrestle? Will he wrestle? Nah. You know, will he? Because his wrestling is really good, but all the wrestlers seem to throw their wrestling away.
The thing about Colby though is like when no one believed in Colby really except for Colby, and he was on the come up, he was throwing 500 punches. He was going crazy, and then all of a sudden he became very MAGA, and everyone started. He was hilarious, but just insane, and yada yada, got all his attention. And then it's like he started fighting like he was scared to lose. The best I ever seen him fought was when he got dropped by Usman. And then he was like down 10-8, and then all of a sudden he came back and won the next couple rounds because he had already. And then the last fight he was just giving away rounds due to inactivity.
Yeah, but I think also like time takes a toll on you. You got fucking injuries and stuff starts to pile up later in your career. It's kind of the natural.
But do you think it's pressure also that he's putting on himself to win, trying so hard to win that he doesn't let himself kind of just...
Could be a difference in the training camps, could be a difference in just the physiology. Like, now his body doesn't move, he gotta adjust his game to
Well, he left American Top Team because him and Masvidal had the falling out. He went to the thing called MMA Masters, I
That's
believe.
a big change.
And,
He did the same thing, like build his own team around him, and he's only got... what's the dude that does the stupid alligator crawl into the ring? He's really good. He used to be jiu-jitsu expert. You know what I'm talking about? The bald black guy, doesn't matter if he's black, but he crawls like an alligator.
Not Jacare.
Jacare, yeah. Him and they like to train exclusively together with a bunch of guys that think they're tough that aren't any good. It's like when Matt Mitrione just got 3 guys that don't fight to run his training camp.
Mayhem fought Jacare, remember? And he kicked him in the head and got disqualified.
Did you? I don't remember that.
That was the second time, right?
Wait, he kicked you or you
no
kicked him?
contest, I kicked him in his head.
Did you know that you were going to get disqualified?
I did, as soon as I did it, yeah.
He was on his knees?
No, I fucking, he kicked me and I fucking tripped him. And I was doing this move in the room all the time where if you kick me and take it down, that I lift your leg and kick you before you fucking hit the ground. But he already had his elbow on the ground. So it was like, oh, illegal? Was that illegal? No. And then I was like, fuck you to them. And the Japanese referee's like, no fuck, because we were on regular TV. So I can't say fuck you on TV.
Was there a brawl afterwards in that?
No.
So the referee's saying it.
Yeah.
Don't say fuck. We're on the line.
Were you there when
No.
Coleman and them all got that big brawl against?
No, I wasn't. I heard about it though.
Yeah,
It was funny. They saw Randall and Coleman and they just pissed themselves.
I thought it was funny that Rampage was talking shit to somebody who just knocked him out. Like, oh, you want to fight? Like, no, we just did. And I beat you.
Let's get Shogun, right?
Yeah. Or no, against Vanderlei.
Yeah.
He's arguing with Vanderlei, like, he just beat you up. You want to fight again? Like, it's a little hard to threaten somebody. I got into it with a dude in Florida whose wife was talking to me, his ex-wife, and I was trying to get away from her at a show. He came up and said that he just got beat up by Jonathan Ivey, who I beat in 1 round. He got beat in 13 seconds. And I was like, dude, MMA math doesn't work, but a dude I beat in 30 seconds just beat you in 13. You probably don't want to fight, you know what I mean, or whatever. Like, it was, but his wife was following me around all night. It was ridiculous.
Well, they're saying that Rashad's going to fight Rampage again.
That's what they say, yeah.
Yeah.
They've been talking about that. There's some guy who calls me up and is saying he wants me to fight soon on the same card. And I'm like, all right.
MMA?
They're talking big money. So I'm like, all right, what's up?
I would get it first.
Yeah, exactly.
How much of a training camp do you need?
I don't know, 6 weeks. I train all the time with the kids, you know, like, so I keep it like decent shape.
His cardio, he's running 42 miles a week. Once he's in the police, he's got that down.
But yeah, no, I mean, I want to keep, you know, I want to be serious about it.
He had a fight, right? And I was like, right, this was when I was in Fox Sports. Showing how's it going? Cardio's never been better. I'm so strong right now. This is the greatest I've ever
Cardio's
fought.
up, brother. I go 90 seconds.
Dude, he gets beaten in a minute, right? He comes back the next week. I thought you said, you know, I'm really good at lying.
Dude, that was when Tom Erikson dislocated a rib from my spine while warming up. Like, the night, hey, let's just do around. I said, Tom, I really think I'm good, man. I'm in shape or whatever. Let's just do some, you know, tying up. He dislocates a rib from my spine while warming up the night before the fight. I had to go to the hospital. They couldn't put it back in. So a rib is out of my spine.
Does he feel bad about it or
huh? He's just like hanging out down. Why are you being such a fag for? And I'm like, dude, I'm like, and so the chiropractor keeps trying to pop it in. He can't get it in, so you just got to fight like that.
Tom's hurt everybody, so it's like, you know, nonchalant. You're hurt? Okay, well, let's go.
They brought in Tom to teach Alistair Overeem how to wrestle, And Alistair Overeem wanted to spar with him. Tom's like, I'm not here to spar. I'm 52 years old. He would spar stand up so they clinch up, and Alistair knees him in the ribs. And Tom's like, okay, so we're fighting now. So Tom backs up, double legs him, drives his head into his chin. Alistair Overeem's out for 2 hours, not awake on the ground. They have to take him
from a double leg.
He smacked his head into his jaw on purpose on a double leg since he wanted to. Overeem wanted to knee Tom when they're sparring standing up. So Tom's like, okay, I didn't know we were fighting. So he double legs him, knocks him out with a headbutt, splits Tom's head open, and Overeem was out for like 2 hours. They took him to the hospital on a stretcher, and then they paid Tom to be there for 3 weeks and didn't use him to spar one more time. I was like, that's why you don't need Tom Erikson in the ribs when you're training with him. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even fight back because it's pointless. You know, it's just like, let him do what he wants. Kind of like you and Buffer.
He used to bounce me off. When I was at OSU that one year, he was an assistant coach. He used to bounce me off the fucking wall like a ball.
Wow.
Yeah. And I was
never a
there.
UFC fighter. He was
He was in the UFC back before.
No, Pride.
Pride fighting.
And he has a loss to Heath Herring, which is crazy.
Yeah, because he threw a flying knee after Tom had gorilla, like, murdered him for 3 minutes. As he go to the takedown, he heard a flying knee and got him and knocked him out. He was going to be here this weekend, but I guess his flight got messed up. I think the one Don missed threw everything off, and now Tom Erikson can't be here.
But he beat Randleman. If he was fighting today, he'd be heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
If he could make 395.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude, no, he's with abs like 360, so it's like ridiculous. Like he's way bigger than me, like twice as wide.
Yeah, there
twice
needs
as
to
big.
be a super heavyweight division because they're athletes, better than him.
Thanks.
Real athletes,
Right.
and that are huge. So, and would you remember the heavyweight division came in the 1800s, where the normal man was probably 170 pounds.
Don was like 14 at the time. He remembers it like it was
I
yesterday.
remember this. And so, Rocky Marciano was only 195.
Was that when you were babysitting him still? Or?
Yeah, he's a tough little bastard.
Yeah.
He couldn't exceed my
So
back.
Don, my little daughter sometimes, like, she'll fall, we wrestle, and she'll, Daddy, ow, ow. I'm trying to toughen her up. Any advice?
Yeah, you give her a towel for her to wipe it off.
Yeah. And then she'll become a pole dancer.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. I used to fake, punch my daughter in the face, and she would fall down. Pro wrestling punch,
And then he would real punch his wife in the face and she would fall down too.
Yeah, that bitch. So one time I.
Will you guys mark the timing on this one? So when that was said, so we could put that.
So we can make sure we highlight it at the beginning.
Yeah. We're gonna put that up front.
The trailer.
Not to disprove
So
that
by the
men
way-
are tougher than women.
So he's having a party. He's having a party in his house, right?
Right.
It's all like Marines and people that hopped out of helicopters.
No, Air Commandos.
Air Commandos.
Air Force.
And it's just his wife and his daughter are the only girls there.
Sounds like a Bruce Buffer Dominic Cruz birthday bash.
Are you worried about your daughter with one of these guys, or?
No, fuck, are you kidding me? She's so fucking mean. Jeez, you gotta worry about them. Goddamn.
They're gonna go through hell week at Navy with Navy SEALs and be like, I can't make it 48 hours with this shit.
If they go
pouring
through Hell
cold
Week,
water on
they
them.
go through Hell Week, they can survive 20 minutes with her,
Right.
maybe.
Now, Bill, you always text me before the podcast, don't bring up my baby mama because I have a new girlfriend, right? But it's always a new girlfriend. Are you still, who's the girlfriend now?
Can we talk about fighting, please?
He brought up your girlfriend.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember, is what he's trying to
So you
say.
have a new girlfriend or no?
He has multiple that don't know about each
Figure
other.
it out. Figure it
In
out.
each state,
Who is she? Where'd you meet her?
She's a nice Jewish girl.
Of course.
Wait, is the one you converted for?
The girl I converted for, yes, correct.
Alright, so if you guys...
By the way, if you convert, they won't give you a bank or acting jobs or anything.
That's
it doesn't
what I
work.
learned.
It doesn't
Where
work.
all the-
It's not official.
The Jewish gold apparently.
Alright, so we got women
No,
meeting
that's
out.
a lot of effort to
So
go
we got
get a
the women meeting
blowjob.
out, now it's time for the anti-Semitism part of the show.
This blowjob.
No.
It's the blowjob.
The Holocaust happened, Don, okay? The
You get a couple of shekels for that blowjob.
It was 100,000 people, Don.
It was, the Holocaust happened. It was called your first marriage.
Right.
No.
I only killed 2 Jews during my first marriage.
What? Okay. All right. So wait. So you were gonna marry this girl. You converted to Judaism.
So when Chandler went for the double leg,
Like when he slammed Oliveira from the back position.
all right.
I pissed the Jewish guy off because I told him, Hitler only killed 6 or 7 million Jews. Stalin killed like
20 million.
20 million Jews and Christians. I said, they all never miss the Christians because the Jews have a better PR company.
Don's mad. He wants Stalin to have that place over Hitler.
Did you say this while you were on? Did you say this while you were on the set of
Yeah, my last acting job.
Yeah, your last
I'm
acting.
guessing you didn't get hired
In
back.
Hollywood, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Can't believe he got kicked off instead of Schindler's List. You said that. So tomorrow is UFC Macau. Are you excited about it?
Can't wait.
It's in China.
Is it Smith versus Jones? Perez versus Thompson again? When they highlighted the two names I've never heard before, I'm not that excited.
It's Division Figueroa.
Him?
Did you just say Division Figueroa? Isn't that some sort of?
Could it be called the Figueroa?
It's long division.
I had an infection in my knee. And so I went to the doctor, because he's a buddy of mine from college. He wrestled on the team.
Yeah.
And there's something wrong with my knee. He goes, my God, you gotta get, right now you gotta go to this surgeon, And so I went over to see the surgeon. He goes, oh my God, we gotta operate today. I said, no, we can't do it today. I can go home and feed my dog. I gotta make sure, she got enough water and so I can care for her. So, well, we can do it tomorrow. Okay. So boom, look at these split boy. They got into it. And then,
Were you awake during it?
yeah, I think
I
so.
thought you drained it yourself.
No.
What a fag.
I had a buddy of mine, the producer of our podcast. He came over and packed it and unpacked it. And he put a whole roll of gauze would go into it.
Jesus
and you had to
Christ.
pull it out.
God.
Sounds like Buffer's butthole.
Yeah.
Sounds like a substance.
Are you guys recording this?
Oh, yeah.
Behind the scenes, fucking with our phones, talking about the nastiest shit. Anyway.
Jeez, Adam, what the hell's wrong with you?
Oh yeah, wait, are we doing the show
Here we go.
still?
Don Frye.
Don't you have that on like highlight?
Here we go. Look. So this is
Oh, perfect.
this is his knee.
I've seen a lot of nasty shit, but
You see
not
this?
fucking.
Coming from Mayhem Miller.
I've seen some nasty shit, but that's pretty.
Looks like, what's his name? Randleman's. I don't remember when Randleman underneath his arm.
Yes. It's like a spider bite, but it's like staph infection.
He followed me on Twitter, and I was so excited that he died the next day. I was like, dude, that must have been like the thing that finally did it for him. I'm following
Finally put him over the fucking
It
edge.
doesn't get any lower than this.
I'm fucking gonna go hang myself.
Did I tell you guys when I met Roy Jones Jr. and I was so excited, like my childhood hero? I said, dude, I remember when you were in the Olympics. He said, cool, and walked away like right there. We were talking. I was like, never meet your heroes. That's why Adam stays away from Bruce Buffer as long as he can possibly take it.
Hey, Bruce Buffer officiated my wedding.
He did. All right. All right.
As soon as gay marriage was available, Bruce Buffer's like, I want to be
You
a
see the way he's dressed. What the fuck kind of ensemble is this? And your hair and the earring. I mean, you're doing an ad for gay
pirates.
What are you, a Jaguar commercial?
Yes.
He's the gay dude from the movie Hackers.
I like how Mayhem's dressed like a Sicario.
He's a gay guy from every movie.
He looks like a man.
If Mayhem was a little darker, he'd be a hitman in Mexico right now. Look at my dogs running out of control.
Shit, I saw that. The dogs are out.
All right. So we covered UFC Macau. You want to put that on?
No, we didn't even fucking cover it. I don't even know who's fighting except the Ian Gary matchup. That's on that.
No, that's not. No, that's
the next one.
tomorrow.
No, they're saving that for a big fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me
Ready?
see.
What? Tonight? Tomorrow?
When is it?
Tomorrow.
Man, this is a well-oiled
Well, I don't know when
machine.
it's gonna be out.
MMA Roasted is the well-oiled machine, baby. It was on fire today,
Is that
bro.
the name of this show?
I think that's what it is still, yeah.
All right. Let's see.
Why are they putting pictures of Colby Covington on UFC Macau if that's not him?
So, all right.
Oh, it's Peter Yan. That's not Colby Covington.
Oh, Peter Young.
So Peter Yan's fighting Figueroa. That's actually a good fight.
Yeah. This is tomorrow. UFC Peter Yan.
I feel like Piranha always looks like he's invincible, and then he's completely not.
Yeah, he was for a while, man. He looked amazing for a while.
Also, he talked about what's his name?
I'm pretty sure neither one of those guys are Peter Yan, though.
No, that's not Peter Yan at all.
It's gonna be a bunch of Chinese.
Also, Darren Till is boxing tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Against Fury. Yes. Do you see Darren?
I see Darren Till, who looked like an out of shape Sean McCorkle. Yeah, he was just like super chubby.
I bet our striking is about the same.
Yeah, I hope
We're
Darren
taking part of the
Till.
ring.
Why is that guy looking in a mirror?
Oh shit!
Okay, perfect. This
I
is
wish
not.
I'd
No,
use some side and rear.
it's him versus his clone.
I wish I'd use some side and rear view mirrors on occasion. That'd make things easier on the road. Or angry all the time.
Yeah, I see why now I get this seat. Thanks.
So this is tomorrow, which we can watch. Now, tomorrow at the seminar, the Mayhem and Don.
Are doing it for 3 people.
What do you now? Of course, Sean. Don's been texting you or calling you about things you're gonna teach.
Equipment he needs.
Yeah.
You need equipment?
He wants a certain judo throw pad, some kind of
Oh shit.
Really?
some kind of penis pump that I don't know what has to do with the thing.
He can borrow
Yeah,
mine.
you do. Here.
You know exactly.
You know what we're talking about, buddy.
Wait, it's at BJJ gym, right?
Right.
So they have mats.
Yeah.
But not judo mat.
Crash pad.
Thick crash mat. He wants to really throw people on their fucking heads.
Yeah,
That or he's taking a nap from keeping He's like, do they have a really good crash mat or mattress there that I can sleep on?
I can take a nap because I want to miss this fight too.
It's like, do you have a cot? Now, are you so what are you
Hammock?
talking about?
Hammock. Somebody might misunderstand you.
That's what I thought.
Cot. No.
I would love to do the,
COT.
I would love to do the voiceover for this.
Yeah.
It's like,
So we have no idea who these people are. Okay, look, they're gonna fight tomorrow on the
you
UFC.
earlier said they look the same and you saw.
I did not even
That's
notice
exactly
that.
what
That would be very
They both look
racist.
just
I was
when
gonna
they're
say,
fighting.
they look ready, is what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to distinguish them.
Yes.
One time there was a Filipino girl that her mom was sending me bootleg stuff that I was selling here, and I told my friend, I
Wait,
said,
hold on. Bootleg, what are you talking about?
so you can buy PlayStation games in the Philippines for $1 a piece, but bootleg ones, right? They
Yeah.
work still. And so I had my friend who's married to a Filipino girl, her mom was sending me bootleg copies of video games for $1 a piece. And I was selling them on eBay. And then she didn't want to do it anymore. She thought she was getting in trouble. So I said, tell her, what are you, yellow? Like to not do it anymore? And he told his mother-in-law that, thinking she would think it was funny, and it didn't go over well at all.
Shocking.
Yeah. It's actually shock radio.
And I can't believe that you were selling bootleg video games
And purses, Louis Vuitton purses.
and purses. It was like 2 in 1.
Yeah, you gotta
Buy one, get one free, yeah.
Yeah.
You're an enterprising gentleman.
So it was like Manny Pacquiao's Punch Out. It's like
Right,
Mike Tyson.
it'd be full of also bootleg Viagra.
You know, all you gotta do to get this him attention is take off your clothes several times.
Right.
Now,
He
Sean,
charges.
now,
In
Sean,
the neighborhood.
nothing you do is like do you just like do you go to like a sketchy job fair? There's like a regular job fair that like you can have like a real job, and then there's the ones that you go to where like it's like everything is like bootleg Viagra, or it's
Guy in a trench coat.
it's like a guy in a trench coat.
That was Mayhem in the church.
No, I'm not allowed to hang out with you due to the
Bizarre.
terms of my parole.
Or like I don't illegal dog breeder. Like, you know,
I know, yeah. It's everything is like, seems like it's legit. Seems like it's legit, but it ain't. So, I mean, essentially, this whole podcast is a confession.
we don't even like.
It's not like committing, Mayhem committing to the seminar and the flight. Like it seems like it's legit, but at the end of the day, you know, it's probably someone's gonna
I'm
be
here,
here.
motherfucker.
McCorkle's nephew's gonna sell us all this fucking film for $10,000.
No, but seriously, like
you don't want this going on.
So what do you do? So you look at a regular. What the fuck's going on here?
Yeah.
It's the Joker.
Yeah. Way better than the second movie.
She shot the other one.
I would, still would.
I mean, what's going on?
She was
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm thinking about it right
What
now.
are you saying, bitch?
Like, why would Mayhem? You look at that and go, I would bang her. That's what.
Undoubtedly, bro.
Like with the face paint.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have left. She left it on.
Gotta leave the pain on.
She's only fighting Batman and Robin.
All right, so
My girlfriend got mad at me
for
because
coming here.
no, that too. No, she's actually having it left. For Shevchenko, is that the Russian girl?
Yeah.
Shevchenko.
Shevchenko.
From because I said that her and I should be having babies.
Yeah.
And she goes, "What are you doing? What are you telling everybody you want to fuck this girl?" She's a fucking lesbian. she don't care about me.
I don't think she is a lesbian.
If she was straight, she would care.
Yeah, she's not a.
You see my pecker?
But Don, back in the day, you must have been crushing puss.
I'm married.
Yeah.
What? You idiot.
He was crushing his dreams.
Yeah.
Now how is the same weight class? This girl looks like she's 2 feet taller than the other girl, you know? She doesn't, I don't know. And that other girl I think is really good at judo.
Some of these fights, like, if you root for one person, how do you even know?
Okay, I think we can,
They're both Jewish. That's what he meant.
yeah, that's exactly. He converted for both of them. Now, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, fucking Sean.
There on Jan.
Oh yeah, Sean's jobs. No, is it part of like the fuck the man attitude that you have?
I told you I'm quarter Jewish, so it's that part of me comes out on a.
Oh yeah, by the way, your son said that's completely not true. In the car?
I don't know. I just know people have suffered. No people have suffered more than my people. I can tell you that.
With your family?
Jews, any group.
What? Like
My grandpa was
your fiance or?
My grandpa was like a quarter Native American, so you guys basically stole my land over here.
I'm pretty sure you got it back.
Acknowledgement, land
Yeah. Oh wait, are you running a casino in the basement?
Rent, turn your rent into budget.
He said the Jews will take it back from me, so it works out.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the Jews is. Listen, people.
Oh, I got a good one for you. We're putting a roof
No,
on.
I don't want to hear it.
What do you mean, people?
Yeah.
No, it's going to be a fucking Holocaust joke.
No, it's good.
Okay.
We put a roof on this guy's house, and we had to put a ladder over this 10-foot fence into this lady's yard in her woods. And like I thought, she's not gonna know she's got 30 acres. There's houses up there. So as soon as the Mexicans put the ladder over the fence and just jump it real quick, like really quick, and they climb up the ladder. The lady comes down, and she's within 30 seconds. What are you doing in my yard or whatever? And I saw her coming. I had to jump back over. I said, we were just putting the ladder over to see if it reached. She said, I saw in my yard. I said, ma'am, have you ever heard of a Mexican climbing a fence? And I was like, they can't, that's why we need a wall. They can't climb it. They can't climb this fence. And she's like, look at me. And then she started laughing and goes, oh, I get it. And then she left us alone. But, I thought it was funny. All right.
Good joke. I like it. It's good. I'm a lot of times during a podcast, I'm counting the edits I have to make. Because
Let it ride,
and
baby.
how
Let
much
it ride.
time I gotta fucking do this shit. Wait, so what are we talking about, by the way? So we are. So we got the fight.
Peter Yan and Figueroa.
Peter Yan. Don doesn't know these guys, right?
No, I fucking can't see him. I got the back feet now.
Peter Yan.
That's a young
Well, how come
American.
they had Yan twice on the post? It said Yan somebody, Yan Figueroa, and then Yan someone else. Like there's two Yans on the card, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Did I miss that, or I mean, am I wrong, or what? Somebody correct me.
That's Oliveira.
Why is Charles
Yeah, they're showing the first Oliveira Chandler fight, or no, that's not true.
So Joy Behar
Yeah.
and
Speaking
Joy
of beasts.
and Joy Rogan and Joy Rogan. So Joe Rogan and Joy Behar are in like kind of a basically Joy Behar said this guy still believes in dragons.
Dragons, that's right.
And then Rogan goes, I'm the dragon believer. Like he actually was
He
like
changed his Twitter bio.
Yeah.
They are in a fucking dragon. What are you
Yeah.
bitching about?
fucking just dragging her
What
ass.
is
out.
that even about? He says he
Basically,
believes
she's
in
saying that we
dragons.
went from like Ted Koppel to Joe Rogan, the dragon.
So he doesn't literally believe that dragons existed.
He does believe that maybe there were dragons. We don't know, but because of all these cultures that like
I do.
basically,
I believe.
you know,
I
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So
Every culture's got a fucking dragon. in it.
yeah, that's what he
Every
said.
fucking culture.
Yeah.
Even Native Americans, they call theirs a thunderbird.
Now you were around back then. Were there dragons?
Yeah.
I think a lot of Mexicans driving Thunderbirds.
Every
No, but
fucking-
it is weird though that like nobody calls Joe Rogan a dumbass except Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
He's the only one who calls himself out on being dumb. Everyone else is like, oh, Joe Rogan. And I get it. He's like the boss of the whole podcast game.
Right.
But it's like, he does say dumbass shit. And he has Eddie Bravo saying flat earth on the thing. It's like, what the fuck? Like, okay. And nobody calls him out. It's like, oh yeah, twist another one. Fucking hand that over, you know? And so it's this very strange. I can feel you guys pulling back now that I called Joe a dumbass a little bit. But he admits that he's a dumbass.
Of course, that's
I
what
think
we
he's a
do.
dumbass.
Yeah.
But for not having me on.
We're not having you on.
I did think it was awesome when right before Don Frye went to do his show, I said, by the way, Don, just so you know, Rogan said yesterday on the podcast, there's a lot of violence in his genetics because of the size of his hands. You can tell he comes from the Vikings, and he's like 5'3". And I told Don that, and he said, please tell me that's not true. And I said in the clip, Don almost canceled his appearance on Joe Rogan's podcast over there being so much violence in Joe Rogan's DNA. So you can tell I have a very violent DNA. I got big hands. I'm like, that's the only thing big on you, dude. Besides your head from HGH.
Wow. I didn't mean for a full Joe Rogan joke.
No, that's what he gets for not texting me.
Take the shortcut.
Yeah.
Barn,
That's what he gets for not texting me back when I asked him for what doctor did the stem cells on his mom. And he's like, he answered 7 questions I didn't ask. I was like, hey, that's cool, man. So can I get that doctor's name in Colombia that did your, it's really important. I'm trying to get my back fixed. Doesn't respond a couple days later, texting Joe. I'm not trying to bother you, dude. I'm trying to go to a doctor to get stem cells in Colombia. Can you give me the name of that doctor that Mel Gibson went to? They never said their name on the podcast, nothing. So I was like, all right, dude. Wait till I have a podcast bigger than you, and then I will return your text.
Here we are, MMA Roasted.
If you don't do what Sean says ever, you're gonna get.
By the way, thank you, Sean, for putting us all together. Like that was amazing.
I know.
Honestly, I know. Sean, by the way, he's hired in.
Putting that seminar together. Too.
No, like for real, Sean.
I just gotta thank you guys for promoting it because when Mayhem waits till 3 days before to retweet something, it makes it way easier. I told Don, hey, can I get that on there? And Don's like, do I have social media still? I'm like, yeah, 7 million followers now. Well, let me see if I can get on there and do something.
It's a very private.
His first post gets 60,000 likes. And I'm like, that would have been nice 10 days ago when it's
Chance to plan.
Dude, I was keeping my wife. I told my wife, I'm like, so Mayhem and Don are teaching a seminar, and she didn't know like jiu-jitsu. She's like, on what? I'm like she thought it was like a business seminar.
Life.
I'm like, and then I go,
What to do?
I'm like, we're having MMA Roasted Fest, and then I go, she's like, how's it going? I'm like, well, Don already missed the flight. Don missed the next flight. Sean has to
Sean was
drive.
at the airport at 4:30, from 4:30 till 2:30, waiting for Don.
Sean keeps sending me videos of his son who's opening for me, going, don't worry, he's not going to say the N-word in this one. I'm like, I'm not watching this fucking shit. She goes, and then he goes, don't worry, he's funnier than every other comic you've ever worked with. I'm sure don't worry, he won't say retard 7 times. I'm like, dude, you got to be kidding me.
I told him to drop the foreigner part from his act. He was like, okay.
My God.
I also told him too, that one of his jokes was, the place is called Crackers Comedy Club, and his joke is that they said no F words and no N words, and he said, just to clarify, which F word are we talking about? And they said either, and then I told him, text back, which N word do you mean?
Oh,
Can you
God.
spell it out? So can you spell it out so I know which N word you mean? And the lady says, not funny, like the cub over there. So then he writes a joke based on that. He said, yeah, they told me no F words of either kind and no N words are allowed at Crackers Comedy Club, so my gay friend Jamal can't even come, or whatever. I told him they don't allow F word N words. So, the crowd is just staring at him. So it's not like how
By the way,
I
it was not a bad joke.
No.
Yeah, I say it's a good joke.
No, and then
The delivery is all the delivery.
yesterday, Bill Bill goes, so where are you flying into? I'm like, he's not coming, right? Yeah. I go, Bill, you're not gonna make it. I still don't know how he got the ticket or whose ticket he robbed. Probably. I go, probably
you went up when Dom didn't fly.
It's probably the girl that sold me the fake tickets. Yeah.
Oh, callback.
Yeah. So then Bill shows up on roller skates. Me and Mayhem are sitting there.
Rollerblades.
Shows up on like rollerblades, and then McCorkle goes, "Don't worry, if Bill can't make it, I have a whole act for you." And then he starts doing me his act on the fucking phone of like, who here likes anal sex? I'm like, oh Jesus.
When Bruce Buffer chimed in immediately, he wasn't even in the text like I do. Like Buffer, I don't even know how Buffer got into this text.
He got your number from him.
Right.
Everybody got his number.
Dominic Cruz is like, wait, who's talking about?
All right. Dana White addresses Netflix as potential suitor for UFC's broadcast rights after huge success. Do we want to watch UFC on Netflix?
Buddy, what are we gonna do? What's gonna make you stop pirating?
Hopefully get their streaming.
What's gonna make everybody
earrings off
watching
first.
this show stop pirating? How cheap does UFC have to be for you to stop pirating?
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, I don't know what anybody's talking about. Yeah, I don't know anybody who buys
Yeah, why don't you cop to your illegal activities, Adam?
I don't know what you're talking about. Write down that fucking thing.
What job seminar did you go to?
All right, so Jake Paul responds to dumb fucks that say Mike Tyson fight was rigged. Jake Paul hears the critics saying his decision to win over Mike Tyson was rigged. And the biggest reason is, according to Paul, because Tyson didn't hit him as hard as he hit pads in training videos. Right. People are like, oh yeah, it's rigged because look at him in the pads, blah, blah, blah. He can't land those punches on me. I don't think it was. You think it was rigged?
Yeah, it was rigged 27 years ago when Jake Paul was born. It's just age is a thing. Yeah, was it rigged? I mean, yeah. Because the whole thing was set up against Tyson.
Oh, God.
Put Tyson to fight a guy his age, and there you go.
I bet Tyson bet on Jake Paul.
Maybe,
that would be amazing.
Oh, Jesus.
Who's doing this right now? Do you ever saw that?
I don't know. It's just random. It keeps pulling things up.
Mayhem, this might make you feel old.
What?
Sakuraba's son is set to make MMA debut on
Awesome.
Rise's near Eagle card.
Oh, that's great. That's crazy.
His son's 4.
I know when I was fighting, I was hoping my son would go get brain damage when he got older. Like that's what I was always like. First football, then straight into MMA when you're 16.
But it's crazy because Mayhem beat Sakuraba. So that's why I'm saying that. He'll compete in the sport for the first time. He's 0-0. Began training at 13.
Most guys are 0-0 in their first time.
He's 26 years old. Saku Jr. He previously competed in grappling, submitting 2-time gold medalist Judoko Masato Ushihaba.
Are there any other father-son UFC combinations going on?
No.
There was Cal Worsham and his son Hunter, but Cal passed away about 5 years ago.
Who's there's the ones that the kid fights in Bellator and was undefeated.
AJ McKee.
Yeah, AJ McKee and Antonio McKee.
That was probably the best one.
Yeah.
Ray Cooper's dad fought. Actually, Jake Shields lost to Ray Cooper Jr., but beat Ray Cooper Sr.
It was when Mark Coleman made Don Frye his son. That was a father-son combination. Wise, I think.
How many people made you with their bits?
They were saying that Dana White was up for press secretary.
What? No way.
But he didn't get it, but that would have been the funniest. That would have lasted like 35 seconds. We called somebody a shithead. Like, can you imagine him up there? Like...
I could care less if there's peace in the Middle East. Like,
All he would fight.
He's like, oh, Hamas, the kid just doesn't want to fight.
Yeah.
Everything is, listen, John Jones is the greatest fighter. It has nothing to do with what they're saying.
Donald Trump is the greatest president of all time. Just constantly spamming that.
Oh, yeah, him calling people shit, that would be funny though. That would be
It's like
great.
Putin won't send a nuclear bomb because he's scared. He wants to take the easy fights. He doesn't want to fight the United States.
Push the button.
Yeah, he only cares about money. I love when the UFC tells you the fighters only care about money, as if they care about anything but money.
Right.
Them and the Jews. So.
Demetrius Johnson was fucking gutted after realizing how underpaid he was in the UFC.
Yeah, tell him he's got like a $10,000 check coming out of that $375 million.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Did they estimate yours yet, man?
Yeah, I'm thinking of getting on your class action lawsuit.
Dude, yeah.
Going separate from
They
that.
said $12,000. I was like, and then they're like, how much do you want? And I said $400,000. Like
Yeah.
I
Is
went into the
Demetrius
Eagle.
still? Is he still fighting, or is he just doing?
I think he retired
He just retired.
He's doing jiu-jitsu though, now,
from
right?
one championship.
Wait, what did they say to you when you
They
said?
like hit me up. They said your estimated payout is like 15,000 or 12,000, something like this, something ridiculous. And I was like, per fight or per what? And they're like, well, no, it's going to be based on. And they say that my co-main event fight doesn't count because the lawsuit started 2 days after UFC 124. And I was like, no, go ahead and back it up 2 days. You know, like you're not going to take my co-main event fight that I think you're guaranteed like $100,000 if you're a main event or co-main event, either way. And so I'm trying to get every fighter I know is like, don't sign that, because we get to go talk to the judge before the thing and say whether you accept it or not. And I'll be like, I don't accept it, I don't agree. And I think all 800 of us have to come to some consensus. So they better somebody better start giving me like 10,000 a piece, you know what I mean? Or like you guys kicking in on this seminar and the fucking flights and hotels and this camera crew.
Hotel.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Don wanted a hotel at 3 a.m. last night. Don wants a hotel at 3 a.m. and then he got checked out at 7 a.m.
There's a pit bull. Fucking nobody out there.
Don's like, yeah, drop me off at the hotel. I was like, dude, it's 4 a.m. I would have to rent it and you can't check in till noon.
We definitely shouldn't put the Chappelle shit behind it. That's definitely gonna get flagged.
We can blur it.
Oh, okay. David Feldman plans to change one lucky. So I guess BKFC.
I want to know what Dave Chappelle has to do with Bill Dawes.
He's gonna do a $25 million. Were you in the Chappelle show? Is that $25 million prize for bare knuckle.
I know, yeah. Well, see, they gave me that story on Adam Carolla's show, and like, but I didn't even read it because it's a non-story.
Yeah.
They're saying we have something to announce in 3 weeks. We're gonna announce something where you can make $25 million. Anybody can, but it's so far it's nothing. They have some type of plan to do a $25 million tournament.
It's probably the UFC class action lawyers are going to get 24 of it.
You're probably right.
Dude, I really was so excited when I saw it. It was just like being on the video game until I saw it look like cross-eyed Christopher Walken on there. I was like, what the hell is that? But like I thought I'd get a check for $2,000. I'm like, for being on a video game, it's $2,000. The worst guy in the NFL gets $30,000, like third string offensive lineman for Madden. I hit what's his name, Tommy Dreamer. How much did you get for the last WWE game you were on? He's like, I don't know, $300,000. I was like, that's what I thought. Like I got $2,000, like for the video.
I know.
Yeah, I was telling your wife that, man. They hit me up like 10 or 15 years ago, sent me a letter. Here's residuals from this year's, video game, here's a check for $2,500, blah, blah, blah. And then at the bottom, really little letters was, if you cash this, you're green.
Yep, you're
next
green.
year's video game. Now they fucked all that son of a bitch away. Yeah, so I haven't been on the game for 10, 15 years, but you could build me.
Right.
Yeah, so.
They sent me $7.67 for my Topps trading cards.
Really?
And I signed 500 of them with Piece of the Cage at $7.67 and actually sent me the check and said this is your one-time payment only. And didn't even send me any Topps trading cards. So I had to buy my own cards. And
Just
then,
sign them and mail them back?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they had to buy my own Topps trading cards that nobody wanted. I had to pay like $3 for
UFC
them.
has Topps trading cards?
Yeah.
I've got
Are
some
any
out
of them
there.
worth anything? If I have a rookie year of Don Frye.
$7.67.
I don't know what they're
I
worth.
think.
I get paid a lot more than $7 or something. But yeah, they
So Don, you were gonna throw somebody if he had the mat.
yes.
When was the last time you threw
It's a
anybody?
fucking seminar.
When was the last time you threw
It's
somebody?
a seminar.
Last thing he threw was his last fight.
All he do is his back.
He did.
When was the last time you threw somebody?
Hell, I don't know. It's easy. You want me to show you how to do it?
No, I'm good.
On the cupcake.
I'll show you right here on the hardwood floor.
That's awesome.
What throw would you want to do?
I do it. Osogari.
That's what I got.
What's that?
I think he's fighting UFC Macau.
He's just kind of like
Foot sweep, just a foot sweep.
Oh, nice. Is that the one John Jones did? Basically.
I think so, but like from a collar tie. Like he did like a collar. That's
He
some
did
John
an
Jones
outside in,
special
like-
shit, like outside reap, where he
Yeah.
like holds your neck and then sweeps you. That's some John Jones specialty. Like that's a weird
Did you
one
ever do
that he
gi or
does.
no?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
You like gi or better or no gi better?
I mean, no gi was my favorite, but I played the gi like for a long time at first because back in the day you had to go if you want to learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you had to go to a dude with the accent who wore the pajamas, That was it. That was the only way to really get down.
Kind of like Adam.
We would have, the Diddy party. But did a lot of gi. I think gi helps you, gets you stronger, and makes you. It's good to start out with. It slows the game down, where you know how to move your body a little bit better. It's good for a beginner, guys.
You do gi, Sean?
I did the same thing. They wouldn't let you do it unless you didn't do it, and then I got my ass whipped by the guys that were training no gi, that were UFC fighters. So I wouldn't wear my gi top anymore, and the coach said I had to, because he said if I don't wear gi in 2 or 3 years, I'll know enough to fight in the UFC and I won't come anymore. But if I wear the gi, he can teach me for 20 years. And I was like, well, it seems to me like I'm the customer and I should be able to go as long as I want.
Yeah.
Marcelo Montero, he sucks and is a scammer, by the way. Worst jiu-jitsu coach ever, biggest liar. I thought his accent made him seem retarded. Brazilian girl I know said, no, he's retarded in Portuguese too. I was like, oh. I was making sure. But he'll be like, yeah, my dad died, it's really rough. And Don Frye tagged you, sorry about your dad, faggot. And then I'll be like, yeah, my dad died. And he'll go, bro, but the academy, I'm Professor Montero. C. Montero.
That's the guy you submitted the first day?
Yeah, the first day he got mad at me. How could you tap me in front of my class? I said, I'm taking jiu-jitsu and you're easy to tap. I don't know what to tell you, you're not very good.
But did you know any moves?
Just the Kimura. I'd seen it on TV. So he wanted me to start on top. He was going to triangle choke me. And I was like, dude, if my head is in your chin, you're not triangle choking me. So I just went up and I just locked his arms too strong for him and went around and tapped him. And he let me pick him up off the ground and went and tap in front of his class. And then finally his shoulder started dislocating. And he said I had a cramp. Like, oh, I got a cramp. Hold on. I was like, I tapped him in front of his class, and then he never rolled me again. Never again. But he did build me for 5 years after I quit going to his class.
Afterwards, did the whole class come up to you and say,
yeah, everybody's like, dude, how long have you been training? I said, it's my first time. They're like, no, it's my first day, literally, ever doing anything. Like, do you wrestle? I was like, no. I played basketball in college a long time ago. And they were like, so you just submitted Marcelo? I was like, he's not very good. You know what I mean? If you don't, of course he was 120 pounds. No, he's like 180 pounds, but I was 310.
How many people were in the class?
30, 40 people. They all saw it, and they were like, and his assistant, as I started to crank, it was like surgeon's head no. I was like, am I doing something wrong? He's not tapping. He wanted me to let it go so he could submit me and look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm not. And he just kept trying to get perpendicular with me. I wouldn't let him switch his hips. I just would stay parallel the whole time with him, no matter where he went, so he couldn't do anything. And then he would try to put his leg up, and I would just move it to the side, be in side control, and so I was too strong for him. And he kept saying, wait, it doesn't matter, I'm about to show you. I was like, it matters.
Were you ever involved in a dojo storm?
Not a dojo storm, but yeah, sorta, I guess.
More like a prison riot.
Yeah, prison riot. No, you're talking about
they're saving the showers.
Man, when I went to California for the first time, I went on the Jason Miller ass kicking tour of destruction. I just kept going to gyms and just nobody knew me, I was just some country boy. I just kept jumping and choking everybody out. And everybody's like, what the fuck? People were pissed. I left people pissed. But Tito, I choked Tito, and Tito was like, you gotta move out here. What the fuck are you doing in Georgia? And I fucking literally left and so he gave me my shot. Instead of going, fuck you, you can't fucking train here, or you know what I mean, being weird about it. He realized, dude, this guy's talented. Let me bring him.
Was he already the champion?
So
Today?
you trained at his camp?
So he gave me my fucking door open to him.
So he was the UFC champion. And you show up to the gym.
Like country boy,
and then tap him with what?
With a triangle, yeah.
And then he goes, you gotta stay here.
Yeah, he's like, you need to move out here. And I was like, what the fuck? Our fucking dream come true. Here I go.
Were you already a black belt?
No, I was like a goddamn purple belt, blue belt maybe, yeah. No, purple belt, yeah.
But they let the UFC
Dream
champion
come
train
true.
you?
Somebody at a gym in California.
But here's the thing, right? Is that he was all jazzed up, like, oh, this kid is fucking awesome that day, right? I left, went back, got my shit together, took a week or two. By the time I came back, they had moved on to some other dude who was awesome. And they kind of forgot about me, but I went up to training camp and stayed. There was 2 houses. There was one house with the champions, Tito and Rico Rodriguez, and they were and they had strippers coming over and shit. And then we had the fucking knucklehead house. It was me and Rampage. And just all the savage monsters who were talking shit all the time and throwing shit on the ground and leaving shit all over in the toilet, jerking off in the thing. It was a fucking animal house on the other side. Yeah. and then we were eating beans. I'm on the top fucking bunk, and Rampage is just farting and farting.
We're just
and
running trains at each other.
Farts start floating up. We're getting in fucking fights in the goddamn
shower. Big Bear?
Big Bear, yeah. We're getting in fights in the living room and shit. And then 9/11 happened.
Yeah. Dude,
Yeah. So it was weird. Yeah.
You had the top bunk though, right?
Yeah, I did. I had to fight for the bottom bunk.
Are you serious? 9/11 happened?
9/11 happened during that training camp.
Wait,
I thought I was dreaming.
Is there
I
any
thought like, hey, turn up that fucking movie and shit sucks. It is 9 a.m.
Is there any kind of correlation between you going to this training camp and 9/11 happening or not?
Yeah, it's September, you asshole.
What was 9/11? I forgot.
Never forget.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, but no, the thing is, it just coincidentally, that was 2001, that year, yeah. That was just.
But when you went to Tito's camp to train, did they were they paying you or you just?
Yeah, they fed me food and they gave me the bare bones basics, yeah.
But that was
I had to earn my money.
That was to get Tito ready, or were you fighting?
Yeah, I was training Tito to get ready for his fight, yeah. And then I got ready for fights
Who
like
do you think
later on.
that needed you?
Fucking Elvis
Alimony.
Jiu-jitsu. He was supposed to fight jiu-jitsu guys, so it was, it was becoming this wrestler versus jiu-jitsu sort of thing. And so, Elvis Sinisek, so he's that fucking jiu-jitsu guy. And I was like, back then, that was my style. I would just fucking swing him and like, hopefully I get taken down. Like, I was like, fuck it. Because I didn't know how to wrestle yet, really. Like, I knew how to high school wrestle, but then Tito taught me how to wrestle. Like, fucking cage wrestle. Like, I'd never done any of those drills because jiu-jitsu, we don't use that. When we would get close to the fucking wall, we go stop and then reset and go, you know what I mean? There's no wall fighting. So I didn't even know any of that yet. So my technique was to just fucking throw him and hopefully we fall on the ground and then I can fucking jiu-jitsu this guy. So during that camp, it was mostly me fighting on my back, getting fucking grounded pound by Tito, fucking taking fucking elbows and shit and trying to catch him, And then he went to the camp. He went through that whole camp. He came out fucking savage and just smashed that guy.
So Rampage was brought in to help Tito too?
Yeah, me and Rampage just fought each other every day. Like fucking, they had to keep breaking us up because we just had like this healthy competition between us where we had just fist fight.
Who was it? You, Rampage, who else in the house?
There's a guy named Tonga who's like this fucking humongous, don't call him Samoan, Tongan. He was a big ass Tongan guy. There was Jimmy Terrell, who was like this fucking badass, I don't know, he's from Mississippi kickboxer.
With David Terrell or Jimmy Terrell?
Jimmy, I know who you're talking about. But him and then Rico Rodriguez would come over all the time, but he was in the other house really, but he would come and fucking slum it with us.
He brought in so many guys to, he was a champ, man.
He was a champ. I remember Dana White fucking flew in on a private jet with Lorenzo, and I like got in an argument with him immediately. Immediately. Because obviously when we were talking, he didn't know shit about jiu-jitsu, not anything. Yeah. And I fucking argued with him like, no, because you can choke the guy out. And he was like, and then Tito brought me and said, hey man, you're arguing with your boss right now.
What was he trying to tell you?
He was trying to say something that, I don't know. I don't remember the specific. Yeah, no, but he was trying to say that, like, the jiu-jitsu doesn't matter or something. And I was just totally against what I had seen. And I had already had 12 fights. Like, I was fucking 19, but I already fought a bunch of times. So I, like, knew jiu-jitsu. I knew that I had seen it work a lot. Yeah. And even in the UFC, it had worked a lot. And even
everybody figured it out.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
but
once they figured it out,
it was coming in waves, ebb and flow. Like you see it still now, because now it's wrestling jiu-jitsu.
So how long before you got to the gym with Tito when you brought him to the camp in Big Bear?
Bro, like 2-3 weeks. 2 weeks.
Wow, that's insane.
Well, here's the thing, right? Is that I at that time, I was like young, 18, 19 years old, and in Atlanta. I was fighting everybody. I kept winning, and I was like, dude, I outgrew this place. Like I figured out how to beat everybody at the gym and was a champion. And then I was like, I gotta go somewhere. And somebody he was a chef for Delta, and he was training at the gym and was like, oh, I got buddy pass tickets. So I got a buddy pass ticket and sat and waited for a fucking seat to open up at the airport and just went to California with no fucking plan, $300. And I was like, all right, here I go. And I borrowed a truck from somebody, drove to Orange County. I just kept going to different gyms, fucking running all around Carl Parisian. I fucking ran into their camp. I ran into all these camps, went to Millennia.
Were you in Chuck's camp too?
First person I owned a truck to.
Well, I wasn't that crazy back then.
Were you in Chuck the best camp?
No, he's in San
You
Luis
catch any
Obispo.
beef when you were doing this, going around from dojo to dojo?
Yeah, motherfuckers were mad, yeah. Because I would just come and choke people out, and then they were like fucking mad at me that I did that. And they were like trying to get back at me, you know, kind of like, oh, come tomorrow, you know? And I just kept rolling around to different places. But like I said, Tito was the first one to like give some respect. Like, holy shit. Like, if you're doing this and nobody knows you, then I'm up on the latest, you know.
So is this before your fight with Chael or after?
Yeah, before. This is all before. And so I was undefeated before.
You fought Forrest, right? In Atlanta?
Yeah.
You beat Forrest.
Yeah. And then the later on was the fucking Chael was the first time I realized, I said, oh fuck, I gotta learn how to wrestle. Because I didn't know how to wrestle, like really. I realized, and plus he's a great wrestler, so I didn't run into that high level of wrestling in Atlanta. Like there was just guys who, oh, he wrestled in high school, oh, maybe he wrestled in college a little bit, but not like a high level wrestler. So it was confusing to me that the guy, every time that I was punching at him, he fucking took me down, you know? And I was stalking him good too, but he just kept getting me down.
Him and Chael fought, and it was in such a, I think, an Indian reservation.
But it was an Indian reservation, but he kept dumping me, and one time he slammed me and we broke through the fucking cage, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then, like fucking professionals, we like both agreed to not go over there where the cage was broken. Like we would start circling around there and we would stop and go, over here. And so we had the rest of our fight like that. And at the end of the fucking fight, I had him in that gogo plotter. You know that one?
Yeah.
I had him in that. It was strangling him. He was making the craziest sound, gurgling, and then the time ran out.
Oh man!
So I'm looking. So it says that. So it says you were 2-0 before Chael. But you had a lot of fights that weren't counted.
Yeah. Like, see, back before Sherdog and all the internet type.
Yeah, I had a bunch of fights.
Yeah.
Before I got it.
Yeah, like I fought so many times that was like, okay, like it was big fights, real fights, but there was like not recorded on
Right,
the internet.
nobody knows.
I heard that round with Chael.
So they don't believe it, you know.
I know, it's weird.
It's not recorded. Well, so fucking what? I did it.
I know.
Here's a scar here. And,
And then you on the Indian reservation?
Yeah,
I heard that round was only like 2 minutes and 45 seconds because they took back 15 seconds. That's why you couldn't finish it.
motherfucker.
And then you beat Toby Amata.
Yeah.
That's a big fight. And Dennis Kang was the guy you fought, right? You fought Dennis Kang?
You fought Big Daddy Kane?
Who was the guy that ripped Gilbert Ivel?
Gilbert, I
They
was
kept poking him in the eyes.
He ripped out his eyes. When they fought?
yeah, he ripped them out. I had to take them.
How many times did you rip out your eyes?
He didn't rip them out.
No, I remember that.
He ripped them out.
What did he do?
He ripped them.
He ripped them, but
He
he
didn't
put
rip
like,
them out.
but like he poked his. I mean, how
Oh,
deep
yeah.
were his fingers in your eyes?
Oh, fucking A. He did the whole fucking fight.
Yeah, he's a dirty motherfucker. I remember. Yeah, we always said we used that fight. We use that fight all the time about that. We would say, if anybody did anything dirty, we'd fucking call him Gilbert Ivel.
Oh, yeah.
You ever see that fight? Yeah, I mean, he takes his fingers and he.
Oh, this is it right here?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Look how big Don's shoulders are.
Watch his hands. His hands will go right to my eye.
Dude, yeah, the whole camera went out.
Did you ever fight? You ever fight Erikson?
No.
Christmas miracle.
I offered to.
It was a Christmas miracle.
We just interviewed Hickson on the Adam Carolla show. He has a book out.
He's still saying like he'll beat John Jones. He can beat John Jones.
Well,
right now.
I mean, now he's like fighting a bigger opponent, Parkinson's. Like that was serious. Those are big fucking. Oh man, like,
Was that before or after?
Parkinson's disease?
Right here, so look at him digging his
Yeah,
fingers.
it's tough.
Oh, right there, right? One there, and then so now you can't see. Don, what do you think? Don,
He's using his thumbs, huh?
so here he is.
Oh, he
You just fucking, poked him, bro.
No, he was digging. He was fucking digging. He stretched the limbs.
God.
I mean, but the eyes heal quickly. So
Are you talking where you're like, quit doing that shit, motherfucker?
telling the referee.
So you got a yellow card here.
Tell the
Now he's
referee.
trying to get the ref size. He like grabbed the ref.
No, I think he was showing that he was trying to. Damn. Yeah, I remember.
Don, can you see it all here?
No.
It was just like the ref.
Yeah. And then he says,
I meant because it was
yes, I can't see. Then little guy was sort of shut the fuck up. Because once a fighter starts complaining, it's over. It's fucking over.
But would you have won?
Out of the fight.
Would you have won if they suspended him for the eye?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out how the ref's eyes are more swollen shut than down.
That's
So
hard.
once you complain, you're out of the fight.
The comments of Sean McCorkle do not reflect other people who might have careers.
So they gave him a card, but so is the fight over at this point?
No.
Oh, you
They
get
gave
fired.
him this card. It's 10% card. And then
Punch card, 4 more times, you get free out.
you get 3 cards.
Yeah.
And when I went to get paid, I said, do I get the 10%?
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait, my fucking eyes. It was my
Oh, here.
eyes.
Oh, come on.
God, what a fucking piece
I
of
mean,
shit.
how did he think he was going to get away with that?
He got away with it.
Yeah.
But he did get a yellow card, so he was sad at the end of the night.
And then he made the gimmick yellow card eyeball. He carried a big yellow card out. That's what he
Now,
did.
Don, can you actually see what they're doing?
No, I couldn't see shit.
But you're trying to pretend you can see so you can see fighting.
Yeah, because I told myself to shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up, be a man.
Dude, your shoulders are fucking huge.
What were you running there, Don?
I think about 2:30.
No, I mean test-wise. You haven't taken 3 cc's a week of Cinnamon.
Probably a day.
Yeah.
So you're pissed off at this point. You're like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna kill this motherfucker.
No, he
Yeah.
wants to make out with him.
I was pretty pissed. I couldn't see him. Yeah. But it's simple because he's at the end of the punch.
Dude, then he gets, alright, so then you get him down. Kind of.
Get him down. Yeah.
Now, at this point, you're just trying
See,
to,
my legs are wrapped.
Oh, he's going in for the eyes again.
come on.
Yeah.
I think he does it again.
Yeah. Oh, he does it the whole fucking fight.
Oh, fuck.
But my legs are wrapped because I had torn my adductor on one side and pulled the groin on the other side. So getting ready for this fucking fight.
Bruce Buffer pulled your groin.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
Now
go.
he's hooking the ropes, which you're not allowed to do.
Right.
Not allowed to do that.
God damn it.
But they smacked him on the arm, so he won't do that anymore.
Yeah, he's the dirtiest fighter ever, yeah.
And my legs are blown.
Don, at this point, were you like, what did I sign up for?
Yeah. You see the wraps on them? Because they shot him full of Novocaine before the fight. Because they were so fucking bad.
Your knees?
My legs, my
They took his wisdom teeth out of his legs.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times did they warn this guy? Did he apologize after the fight?
No, he did. He came in. I was laying down in
He
the.
gave him his yellow card, like, sorry about that. There's the
Yeah.
yellow card.
I was laying down in one of the rooms, and they were checking my eyes, and all of a sudden I hear a commotion. It's him coming into the room.
Did he poke you again?
Yeah. And it's just a small room, smaller than this. Shit. And so he comes in, and I jump up, like I can do something,
Yeah.
But yeah, my legs were shot. I barely walked to the thing, and then they took my eyes out, so I was just.
Did he say, I'm sorry?
Yeah.
How long did it take before you could see perfect again?
Oh, few weeks.
I got poked
You scratch your cornea? That's what it was like real bad, yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that, yeah, it's the worst.
I had the same thing with, what's his name?
Bruce Pepper?
Yes, no. He poked me, but not in the eye.
Dominic Cruz.
No, he,
At the same time, he's 3-way and
no, I got poked in the eye in Japan. Yeah, and afterward, I said, I can't see. Number one, they still owe me $15,000. I said, I can't see on my left eye. And he said, doctor, and they have an Asian guy come over. He goes, it's okay.
Yeah.
Like, or whatever. No flashlight, no finger test, no nothing. Like, it's okay. I said, no, I need to go to the ER. I can't see. Like, there's something wrong with the eye. And they said, okay, you go to the United States. I was like, no, a doctor right now, I need to go to the ER. And they just walked away, and they didn't give me the $15,000 that they owed me. So I asked Monty Cox, I said, hey, they're not giving me the 15. Oh, they're good for it. I'm like, okay, well, is your 20% is coming out of that 15 then? Never got it. Never got the rest of my money.
Jesus.
They said they weren't happy with the fight. I was like, you weren't happy the dude poked me in the eye in the first round after I was whipping his ass and then submitted me because I couldn't see, you know what I mean, where we got on the ground. And so, yeah, that was...
You pussy, you got another eye.
Yeah, I don't know. And this is the only time I ever tapped in a fight because my arm was breaking and I couldn't see on my left eye. And I was like, okay, my left arm is broken and I'm in Tokyo and Fukushima is melting down 2 miles from where we're at. Like, he told me it's in Japan, but not near Fukushima. It was like 2 miles from where the nuclear plant is melting down when they set it up. I took that fight on 30 hours notice. Like 30 hours from the time I left till I was in the cage and 26 was traveling. So,
I remember Jason invited me to one of his birthday parties. I show up, there's like 47 Asian girls everywhere. And like people have like nunchucks. One of them has like a jump rope, like the fire. And he's like, oh, that's Queen whatever. And he's like, you know what I'm talking, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, that's Hello Kitty lady. And like everyone had their own nicknames. Now, were you into Asian girls before Pride, or did you went over there?
No, like I don't know. I think maybe that dragged me over there. Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I had to. I don't know. I always dated Asian chicks back then.
But not like in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bro, I had a fucking Wency. That was her name. My first girlfriend. Yeah.
Wency?
Yeah. Wency. Yeah, I know. So if that's what you're getting at.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I know. I had like a weird crew of like all those dancing girls.
Yeah. Oh, it was crazy.
sounds ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I think it's ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It'd be very ridiculous.
Are you afraid we're gonna get canceled?
No, I don't care. I don't care. At this point,
Well, I'm just giving up.
I give it up. Yeah, I don't care.
He said they're not think we're professional if they hear me say that.
No, I don't care. I don't give a shit.
I've seen homeless people dress better.
Bro, this is bar none the best MMA roasted we ever did.
It's the only one that we're gonna
I know. I keep trying to mute all you guys and I can't.
Thank you.
I tried to mute Matt Hamill one time at work.
Second Matt Hamill joke. Matt Hamill is a guy who's deaf, hasn't fought in, I don't know, 20 years.
You know they're trying to put him and Tito together like on something, but Matt Hamill's not trying to hear it. He's like,
Okay. How many like unused Matt Hamill jokes do you have?
I know. He's been collecting these for 20
You're
years.
so tone deaf.
No, first of all, I work with him on Def Comedy Jam. But no, Matt Hamill happens to be a great. He's the last guy to beat John Jones.
Did you hear about?
But he really didn't win though.
Did you hear about Brandon Shaw's last audience? They were all deaf. They enjoyed the show.
Are we done with this?
I'm ready to keep going.
You're good. Keep going,
Let's
bro.
go on episode about Brandon Shaw.
Wait.
Bro, you brought this together.
I
Right?
got another half hour. Time for one quick story from Sean.
Half hour.
The whole next episode.
Dude, on the podcast, sometimes I'm like, he'll come late and go, I have one story. It's a 34-minute story. And then as soon as he's done, he leaves.
And so do all the listeners. As soon as I'm off, they're like, that's the end of the podcast for me.
Which is still better than Mayhem during COVID, who I don't know what was going on, okay? But all of a sudden,
You
come
know,
15 minutes later, and then you hear, Mayhem Miller Industries. Like he's the fucking NWO.
Yeah.
Fucking 2004.
That was fucking hilarious. Yeah, I remember that.
And then, yeah, we had that one girl from, who was in love with you, the girl from Joe Exotic, one whose arm got bit off by a tiger.
Yes. Yeah, I got her on the joke. Yeah, I love
So
her.
he somehow knows, the girl's like, literally watching a documentary, the girl's arm gets hit by a tiger, goes, Mayhem's like, oh, she's my friend. And she came on the show.
She's still under investigation for killing Harrison Ford's wife, or did they clear her?
I'm still looking for her in every outhouse, in-house, hen-house, doghouse.
In the area.
I feel like there was a period of MMA Roasted where you were just on the run from the cops.
I was. That's a true story. I literally was doing roasted from different safe houses and shit.
No, then he did it from jail. Like literally.
Oh yeah, and
A couple of them, I would always, because I actually got an app, because I would have the greatest conversations, and I would update him with all the MMA stuff in jail.
Yeah.
So and he didn't know any of it, and it all sounded insane. Like, yeah, Jake Paul is fighting this. Like, none of it made any sense. And I'm like, this is hilarious. So then I got an app that would record people's phone calls, so that way every time he called, you hear, you have a collect call, inmate 3274, do you accept it? And I'd be like, hell yeah, I accept it. Yeah.
And then you get an update on all the prison news, like Lowdown Slim hit somebody with a key locked in a sock yesterday.
Dude, at one point he was leading the workouts.
Yeah.
He was leading the workouts.
I was just like you. I had a team of Mexicans that were working out every day. Yeah.
And then he had trans cheerleaders.
That
were
that's kind of hot.
It was pretty hot.
trans cheerleaders. He's leading the workouts, and then halfway through the conversation, I hear, "Lights out in 5 minutes."
That was tough.
And he's like, I gotta go have sex, I'll be back.
Dude, so Don Frye, this is his first UFC fight.
Oh, it's your first UFC.
He's fighting a guy that was allegedly 400-0 in street fights.
It's a nice round number.
No. 200 no. He was 410 pounds.
Yeah. And then Don says to Big John the ref, "If he knocks me down, don't let him eat me." Which is like what Rocky used to say. Remember when Rocky would have like a stupid one-liner and you'd like, no one's ever...
Stupid.
But you're like, no
Oh
one's
my
ever...
God. That's the best thing I come up
Don
with.
Frye wrestling.
Former pro boxer.
7-inch penis, nice.
Yeah. It doesn't work anymore.
He said you were a competitive
It's
wrestler.
flaccid.
What does that mean, competitive
That means he
wrestler?
didn't win, but he
He tried hard though.
Absolutely.
I mean, can anyone will strike on ground as opposed to like won't strike on ground? But like anyone who wrestles is a competitive wrestler, right?
What number UFC
You've never
is
seen
this?
me wrestle.
Hey, Doc, what number UFC is this?
Number 8.
Number 8.
Yeah.
That's when they were paying the big money.
I was getting interviewed, by Jeff Blatnick and Goldstein and a couple others, and Jeff says, "You says you're Greco-Roman. How come I've never heard of you?"
Oh, yeah, who's this guy? Oh, this is not the. Oh, this guy is
Gary
Goodrich.
Goodrich.
Oh, this is not the guy I'm thinking about. The
He's
first
got brain damage, so Don is partially responsible.
This is before you got the magic American flag hot pants.
Yeah, just regular hot pants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Gary Goodrich's first UFC fight
These are my Native American
was one of the
colors.
craziest I've ever seen.
Almost killed somebody, man.
Remember the guy was going for a fireman's carry, and he sees the guy warming up doing a fireman's carry.
Yeah.
No,
So the guy
it's darker than that.
Oh no! What happened?
Yeah, Paul Herrera had pissed off somebody in the UFC or somebody in the fucking business, and they told Gary Goodridge, this guy always goes for a fireman's carry. So Gary Goodridge practiced that thing in the back.
Oh wow!
So he was ready
Elbowed him
for that.
30 times.
Yeah.
So this guy goes in for a fireman's carry, and Goodrich elbows the guy in the face.
Well, he grabs the arm and he grabs the leg with one arm with
So the guy's
leg,
crucifix.
and he grabs the other arm so he's crucifixed.
Yeah.
And Gary just fucking nailed him.
And the guy's out. You can see he's out, and he just keeps elbowing.
He's out on number 2. He's out on
And
number
it's all
2.
no nonsense Peterson fucking reffing. He just lets the guy elbow him into
He's like, all right, a little bit of nonsense
infinity.
today.
Let him elbow him to the shadow realm and back again. Fucking hell.
Yeah, Big John McCarthy's got a masochistic streak. Yeah, he's really sadistic. He just likes watching people get killed.
Yo, and hey, Big John McCarthy's not a ref anymore, right? He's
No,
like
he's an
not
announcer.
allowed?
Announcer.
The last time I saw him, he was
I mean, he's
a
a
whole bunch of
commentator
meth.
for Bellator.
Oh, he is.
Yeah,
Oh,
he has a podcast with
Did you still have a
John.
meth problem? Because he weighed 140 pounds last time I saw him.
Really?
He was like little John McCarthy. Yeah, I saw him.
Twiggy John.
I don't think he has. We do not know if he has a meth problem.
Yeah, if you ever notice that kid the kid that kicked out the windows on the Ultimate Fighter and got in trouble with the limousine, he came back and won the second.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesse
Yeah,
Taylor.
yeah, he looks exactly like Big John McCarthy. Like
does.
their faces are identical.
He does look
That
like
dude's
that.
had like the worst luck. Jesse Taylor. He's
I know when you beat up a stripper, you kick out the
Sweet
windows,
dude.
and you get kicked out of the UFC. That's bad luck.
He's a sweet goon.
really nice guy. No, he didn't beat up a stripper.
He's a sweet kid,
That's
but
what
he's
I get
like
He did not beat up a
He kicked
stripper.
out the windows and smacked a stripper. That's what I heard.
That's what you heard. Okay. I heard
I
a
don't know if I
lot
heard
of
the
shit.
second part.
Like, yo, hey, we need a new podcast with McCorkle called Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Well, at no point did he he beat up a stripper. And
I'll Google it.
The other view.
Oh, yeah. So
Slash allegedly on
The view from the other side.
So he did kick out that is confirmed. And then he lost, we got kicked out of the water. Then he came back and won. And then he got popped for steroids.
Yeah.
So then he didn't get to go in the UFC.
Yeah.
Fucking poor
Hey,
guy.
since we're talking methamphetamine, how come I never heard anybody talk about on the podcast the Nick Diaz situation?
What's the Nick Diaz situation?
Oh, you ain't seen it.
I've seen videos, but I don't know. I don't know
Is
if
he
it's
not
him.
fighting or what's wrong?
Buddy, it's him.
I don't know, so tell me, what is the situation?
It's him, buddy. He's looking bad, looking rough.
Oh, rough.
Because, I had the old rivalry with him, whatever. People are hitting me up about him, like, yo, dude. And I'm like, dude, I don't think we need to talk shit on this guy. I think this guy needs some help, and we need to, reach out to him to, get him settled to treatment or something.
Yeah.
Because he's definitely, somebody on YouTube, one of those, they have really, MMA content is good. People love the sport, so people put a lot of effort. So there's been 2 different YouTube videos that I've seen of some people chronicling what's going on. And they show Diaz, in April, looking gone. They show him 11 months ago, looking healthy and talking clearly and da-da-da. Then April, he's gone and looking sickly and doing a weird interview where he's kind of and look, I've been to prison. I've seen guys tweaking. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay. And then recently, there's video of him doing some weird shit with I'm not saying all this shit to shame the guy. I'm saying it because it looks like he got a problem and needs to get brought in. He needs his friends around him to go. I had friends around me when I was fucking eating pills and fucking getting drunk all the time.
Yeah.
To go, yo, Mayhem, fucking tighten it up. What are you doing? Please. I had Adam in my ear. And eventually enough people, I had a girl in my ear. And eventually I had enough people go, dude, we love you. Come on. For me to go, yeah, y'all are right.
The question is, where are Dom's friends?
Yeah.
Right here, bud.
Yeah.
All right, so I was getting to your intervention, but all right, we'll get back to it later. No, but you know what I'm saying? But I think that there needs to be but there's no dialogue beyond people shaming him on YouTube videos, which is bullshit.
No
That's
shame.
bullshit.
The whole
Not even
MMA,
shame.
I used to love MMA culture, even on Twitter for the most part. I
No, but the
even,
money
even,
had-
but even I liked the front row Brian. People didn't like him. I thought the guy was fine. Okay, but then
Holy shit.
all of a sudden,
I don't know if this shows the picture. The picture on here, dude, is brutal.
all of a sudden, it seems like a lot of this MMA culture with the MMA guru.
But it's always been that way because I went through it real bad. As soon as something bad happened with me, I got fucking shamed to death. And this is what I'm talking about. This is in April.
That ain't good, man.
He doesn't look terrible right there.
I know, but he looks
skinny.
bad.
But
He has no facial hair, so that's,
could be. I mean,
But come
I
on,
don't know
dude.
what happened to his
He
ears.
looks real pale. You know what I mean?
that's not the worst I've ever. I mean,
No.
I've seen people look worse than that.
Yeah. All right.
World War II, post-World War II footage.
I'm saying there was one where he was in a ditch or something, or someone.
Yeah, that's on here too. Yeah, that's.
He doesn't look that bad. He's just, we shake
I'm just saying,
No, I know, but the next
looks like he hasn't eaten in 6 weeks.
he's fucking hanging out in some grass.
Why is he dressed like
grass
Ray
is
Gun?
I know. No, they're showing him. This is
normal.
This is normal him. And look, wait, side by side. Go back. Side by side is
Where is he here?
And
Is it
this-
in the bushes?
Yeah, this is him in the bushes, and his girl is trying to tell him, "Come on, what
We've
are
all
you
been
doing?"
in the bushes lighting a fire before.
that is a little strange.
They're very strange. And his old lady's in the car going, "Hey, Nick, come on." And he's like, "What? Fuck off." It's like,
He's like, he never lit the grass
Why
on
is
fire.
why is she filming that? and putting it on the
Because she's like,
I know, but isn't there a way to film that and then put it to people that he knows to help him out? Versus
maybe she was, yeah. Maybe somebody leaked it, So it's
yeah,
a very
that's not
strange situation. It's a bummer. And he's a legend of the sport.
But yeah, so-
and somebody needs to reel him in. People are saying he's scamming the cameos. He's got no money now. It's fucking a bummer, bro. That's not cool. That's not cool. I don't think people should shit on him. I think that his friends need to link up and try to drag him in, try to I know how hard it is to make one of the top fighters in the world fucking go to rehab, but somebody did it for me. Or I did it for myself. I eventually broke and said, I need to fix this shit, and did it. So I hope he can find the same way. And if anyone's out there connected to him, I think they should. So.
Yeah, but what I was saying before was this MMA guru. I don't know much about him. Okay, so I'm not even gonna really.
Say MMA guru?
Yeah, he's this guy that like made a bunch of videos about John Jones being gay, and then it went viral. And then another one where he's fighting with this girl Nina Drama.
Yeah.
They're in a feud.
Yeah, he's like a drama influencer. Like he loves to like cook shit up.
And then it just always for me like I just always want to. And then personally, and not just with him, I just like to keep people's wives and kids out of it. Like I think that somebody was.
Unless that's Brendan Shaw.
Somebody was making fun of Chandler's adopting the kids because.
Yeah. That's the guy.
And I'm just like, I'm like, what are we like?
And he was also scheduled to be at UFC 310, and he pulled out.
Who?
Nick Diaz.
Yeah, that's why I brought this up, because he was supposed to fight in that next card, and and he was supposed to fight in the last one too, and he dropped. So he's been dropping out, and for some reason, and they're not saying why, but now it's leaking already that something bad is happening.
His fight with Robbie Lawler was weird. That's the first time I've ever seen him out of shape for a fight ever. I've never seen him come in out of shape, and you would think like that's your big comeback, but
No.
did you hear Jake or someone told a story about when they wanted to advertise something? They were going to give like $500,000 to advertise some punching bag, and he sat down with the guy and explained it all, and he goes, I think this is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. Anybody that endorses this would be an idiot.
Lazy told that.
Yeah, they're trying to give him like $500,000. He's like, I'm not doing this shit, you know. And he's living in an apartment in the ghetto. He said, I would never use this. I'm like, at least he's keeping it real.
But as far as like this like
Real
culture of like people on Twitter talking about wives and kids, it's just like I don't know. It gets to like a real dark place.
But I know, but like we're kind of like the older generation now, and like the young. That's how it's going. It's going to this dark place, and maybe they'll clean it up and change it. I don't know, but the shame is out the door now, and everybody's attacking everything. And it's a brutal environment that we're living in. And maybe there will be some way that will reset this, but it looks like it's going that way. Engagement wins. The more people talk about this stuff, the more salacious and fucking dirty it is, the more they're gonna see it, you know?
But also the problem is the engagement a lot of times is people with fake profiles. You don't even know who's saying it.
Well, yeah, this guy, we were talking about a guy named MMA Guru. The motherfucker looks like the only thing he's guru of is cake. He's a fucking diabetic.
But at least he's showing his face and pictures. The other people aren't even
I hate people with diabetes.
I know. Allegedly.
I've never met a diabetic I like.
And then Sean, what do you think? And Bill, what are your thoughts about some of these influencers that are not showing their face, that are talking about people's wives and kids and...
I don't know much about who's doing that. They're famous YouTubers who don't show their face, but they're trolling people.
Well, they're trolling people. Some of them are showing their faces, but they're saying like...
That's what everyone is about right now. Everyone's about outrage media, and everyone wants like Schadenfreude. They want to like watch something, and even like movie reviews. The most popular ones are people who just go on and then shit on a movie for 20 minutes, and that's what everyone wants to see now for some reason. Because everyone's miserable.
I ain't see what they say about this show.
They have to watch it.
I only do that with Brendan Shaw.
Don't you think people they love misery?
Yeah, the hate watching is a thing. Yeah.
Well, then we gotta have every viewer out there.
I don't know, man. It used to be there was like a code. At least there was a code of like leave fucking wives and leave kids out of it.
Yeah.
And it just seems like that code has got broken.
Oh, you're just upset because he threatened to kill your kid and wife.
No, not even that. But in general, like you never went after Ken Shamrock's wife and kid.
No, I did talk bad about him.
About him.
And him being a lousy son.
He talked about Shamrock's dad's son.
Yeah. Probably talked bad about him being a lousy father, son, and husband too. Yeah.
And you never went after a wife and kid, ever, never.
Nah. I mean, yeah, you're right. I think that. Well, but what are you saying? Fighters are doing that? It's not fighters.
Fans.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the fans, bro. The fans can say whatever they want, and especially if your channel will benefit if you get a lot more people rate, because you're on the right side of this, but there's a lot of people like you in the comments. So now, if we're rewarding people for getting more comments, then they're gonna say crazier and crazier shit. It's kind of just, you gotta go pitch your anger at Mark Zuckerberg or at fucking whoever runs TikTok, the Communist Party, I guess. Like whoever.
The algorithm is all
But
about.
even McCorkle, who would run like funny Photoshop contests
Right.
about your opponents.
Yeah, they made one about me, which is awesome. Yeah, the Justin Bieber one, me won, like Stephen Stroop sent his signed gloves after he beat me up to the best Photoshop, and there was like 5,000 submissions. The only time I ever went after anybody's family, this guy tried to make fun of my kids online. I nicely asked him to delete it, and he didn't want to, so I searched his Facebook page, and his mom had died 2 weeks earlier. So I said, I got a picture of a skeleton during Halloween at a UFC fight in the front row, and I was like, hey, tell your mom thanks for coming to my last fight. I posted a picture of a skeleton in a UFC fight. And
Wait, anyway, who was this person who did this?
just something on Facebook, just talking shit.
A random person on
Yeah, said
Facebook?
something about my kids, said something about, oh, I'd love to get with your daughter, and she was like 13 or 14.
God damn.
And so I sent a message, hey, my daughter's underage, like, don't say that. He said, oh, you're scared of me? I said, you're gonna end up crying yourself to sleep tonight. I'd stop, delete it. He didn't want to. He's like, just block me. I said, I'm not blocking you. You're gonna block me and then cry yourself to sleep. And so I looked at his Facebook page. 2 weeks ago, mom died. Perfect. And he's like, oh, my mom, tribute after tribute. So I was like, I wonder if there's a skeleton.
It's like
I can't believe he's real.
Kaiser Sose, Kaiser Sose.
He's Jesse Parsley.
Is this a high school rival?
No, he's like my, the guy, the Carol, whatever, for the Tiger King.
Yeah.
Carol Baskin.
He's my Carol Baskin.
But what did he do to you?
He's my Patrick Swayze. in
Your joke
Roadhouse.
side, your
What did this
You
guy?
stealing roofing jobs from me?
No, one time he took a picture with me at a meet and greet. More people were there than will be there to meet you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
But
I'm fully aware of that one.
so he took a picture with me, and then he's like, "Hey, we should hang out sometime." I said, "Are you asking me on a date?" Like I respond back to him on text. I don't know how you got my number. Probably the same way that 18-year-old got yours. But he hits me up one day and tells me that if I don't stop messing around with his girlfriend, he's gonna kill me and this and that. And I was like, dude, number one, I don't even know your girlfriend. I've never met her. Number two, where are you at right now? Because I'll come and you can kill me right now. And he said, she said this and that. He would always say he was my best friend because he had a picture with me.
Yeah.
So she thought the worst thing that could happen to you was sleep with your best friend. But I didn't know her. I'd never met her, didn't know anything about her, never talked to her. And he said that. He was going to kill me. I said, give me your address. I'll come there right now. He gives it to me. I drive out there with an AR-15 and a Glock. And just in case. Right, yeah.
Why two guns?
Just in case one fails or
Yeah,
something.
you want a backup, bro.
Yeah, no. I was
You know
AR-15.
anything, boy?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have one done.
All right, go on.
The Glock with the switch is the preferred one because you can get 50 rounds off in like 2 seconds.
Obviously.
He got me an illegal switch, the guy that's here watching, so just so you know.
Yeah, this guy seems normal.
Don't be modified.
All right, okay.
So, anyway,
He's like Stephen Wright from How High. He's just coming there.
yeah, so
Or, half-baked.
I go out to his house room to kill me, and he's hiding in front of his two daughters and calls the police. And I didn't go on his property. I'm like, dude, I'm filming it, so you're not going to kill me then? He just says he's going to rape my daughters. And I was like, dude, come on, man. You know what I mean, or whatever. And so I'm filming him like, you're such a bitch, dude. Like, why are you being a bitch? Hendricks County, which is some little no-name town, they filed felony intimidation charges on me because he's afraid of me. I didn't know that like, if that's the case, I'm going to file felony intimidation charges on Don O'Dean because I'm afraid of that. So, anyway.
But I'm on TV.
Hey-o.
See how I brought that around? So anyway, that terrifies me. So, they filed felony
The whole
intimidation.
story is for that joke. All right, go on.
So I had to pay a lawyer $5,000 for them to eventually offer me 20 hours of community service. So I watched Godfather 2 where he negotiates with the senator and said, my offer is this, nothing, not even the fee. And I copy it completely and sent it to my lawyer, said, send this immediately to I'd read it to you, but Warren. I said, although I appreciate your generosity of 20 hours of community service, my offer is this, nothing, not even the court fees or the filing fee or whatever. I said, if you want to convince 12 jurors that I did something I didn't do that I have on tape, feel free to prosecute me. They dropped the charges. I hit my lawyer. Hey, can I get the rest of my $5,000 back since you never went to court or anything? No, that's my minimum, sweetheart. And I was like, your minimum? You made one phone call. Like, that's it. So she stole $5,000. So I told Jesse Parsley, you owe me $5,000 for filing fake charges, or that dude's going to have a bunch of Craigslist ads on, and they're going to be coming trying to give you the gay dudes getting a massage from you at your house. Because that's what he does in his spare time is get even for me. So he had somebody swatted like 3 different times. It's ridiculous. I didn't even ask for it. So
Can we not admit to so many times?
this was past the point of the whatever it is. The what's it called? Statute of limitations. Yeah, that was like
Okay.
whatever that is. It was right before that. Whatever the date.
Yeah,
was.
he's here. You can come.
So anyway, so he starts having gay guys come around the back door of his house and knocking 3 times, and he doesn't know why. They keep showing up like I'm here for the manly massage. And like, he was behind it all.
They said manly massage.
And would come through the back door.
He titled it Ron Do. That's what we call him because I do a black guy named Ron Do one time. His name's Ron. So he titles it Looking for Something Different on Craigslist.
Yeah.
He said, I give massages. I've been doing mostly female clients, but I would like to do a hairy man. And then Don signs up right away. Finds out he can't,
All right, so then what
make the
happened to
flight.
Jesse Parsley?
So,
I missed the flight for that one.
so I told him, just give me my money back.
You want to give me my money back?
Should have bought from Adam's ticket agent. So so like he starts like I just start making jokes on Facebook because he won't give it. I say, give me my $5,000 back. We're cool, man, but you cost me $5,000. Meanwhile, he's got 4 like felony perjury charges. He's got like all these criminal charges, and the prosecutor didn't even look at it. I've never been charged with anything. I've done plenty, but never been charged with anything. So anyway, so I just start making jokes.
I've done nothing been charged for life.
I just start like making Jesse Parsley jokes and it catches fire and everybody's like, what about Jesse Parsley every time I say something? So I just start, if a bit works, you just keep going with it. So it's been going on for like 12 years. I'm not even mad at it.
You know how that works? Run something in the ground.
Is he responding in these 12 years?
No, he's never said a word back. Like he completely ignores me. So it's a one-sided beef that I just keep going with.
Does he even live there still, or?
No, he's evicted. He's got 6 eviction notices. I post him every time on Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, he's not evicted again.
Do we call him?
I think there is.
Adam, you have his number, right?
No, I don't have Jesse Parsley.
He's 81.
I can't
He's on
even.
18. I don't even.
The fact that I even know his name Jesse Parsley, other than show his Instagram.
Yeah, I gotta keep this going, bro. I gotta get that sugar high again.
There's Jesse Parsley. Like I get updates all the time. Just saw Jesse Parsley in Avon. If you want to come out here, I'm like, dude, I'm not going away to 2 hours from here to see Jesse Parsley.
Bill, do you ever resolve that guy that owes you $2,400? That took your credit card?
Ish, yeah. We'll see. He says he'll pay me back eventually, just like your JetBlue girl.
Yeah,
Sounds like everybody I know that owes me money. That's
Hey,
coming.
what happened to JetBlue girl?
All right, so update on that.
Yeah.
She's, I have a small claims court hearing. I had to postpone it in January
Why?
because I had a show in Canada. So I couldn't.
Oh.
So I'm thinking about getting her served on New Year's Eve. Like Happy New
You gonna be
Year.
able to find a cheerleading team to do that?
Yeah, Happy New Year, and then just
That's a great joke.
post it. Oh, that's funny.
It was.
It's funny because I tune out all your jokes because I know they're either about like AIDS
You got served movie or
Jews or
We got it.
racism. All right, so then I did that. That one I actually like. So I'm getting her served New Year's Eve.
Still
But
that one.
there's 100 people she fucked over for over like $250,000. The problem is.
Sounds like Don's ex-wife.
Problem
Before
is
the over
that
part.
she's done it all over the country. So wherever you get, like I have to go to my police station, and someone in Boston has to go to their police station, and so it's only 2,400 here, or 2,500 there, or 3,000 there. So it's still a misdemeanor.
But I feel like this is federal because it's like wire
If
fraud.
it's across state lines, it should be a federal
That's
thing.
what I'm saying now.
Dude, it's been
It
getting
ought to be a RICO thing if you're doing the same thing over and
Right.
over again in different states. Like that's.
getting somebody to like take this seriously is brutal.
I don't take it seriously. But go ahead.
Yeah, it's brutal.
It's
Brutal.
You wouldn't think if 10 other people don't vouch for you would usually think it's all right. You know what I mean? Like if people I know that I've done work for on their house, like, oh, this dude's a great dude, and then he doesn't pay you. I thought you said he's a great dude. I didn't say he paid his bills. I just say he's a great dude. You know, so it's like.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
How much you give her? Like 5,000?
2,400.
That sucks.
Someone else gave her 6,000. Someone gave her 4,000. Somebody whose house burned down in Maui.
She probably still has the money, I bet.
Wait,
Yeah.
her house in Maui, what?
Somebody's house burned down in Maui, and he wanted to like see his family because it was like, and he needs to stay there. He got screwed. She ripped off her Catholic school teacher. She ripped off people that like went to her baby shower. She ripped off all these people. Yeah, her name is Kat Beal, K-A-T Beal. Her husband is Chris Beal,
Oh my God.
ex-MMA fighter. He lost 6 out of his last 7 fights.
And he's threatening you?
Yeah. No, he's not threatening me, but he's right here. He's
Is he
allegedly.
still talking? Is he still contributing? to the conversation?
According to him, he didn't know any of this was going on.
All right.
Yeah. But her name is Kat Beal, Kathy M. Beal. If you guys
Sounds
want,
like she needs swatted.
if anybody, she has somebody gave me her social security card as well as her address. Yeah, I have
I
it.
could sell that to a Mexican for a decent amount of
Yeah,
money.
that's it.
But-
It'll be all over the dark web.
But I've done nothing with it.
I sell the dark web because I don't really like those movies. You know?
But yeah.
I'm sorry I asked. I like how I keep putting podcasts in a shitty.
I don't like the Diaz, so I stay off the dark web.
Like, I don't mean to, but like a lot of real stuff.
No, I got a good bit out of it at least. Like the difference between white people and black people, because white people that you scammed are like, maybe we just, they have like give her a chance, she her head, and the black women are like, bitch, better have that fucking money, fuck that hoe.
Yeah.
She better go out and sell ass. One girl goes, she better hit them corners.
My son, when he was 5 years old, asked me why all chubby people with brown skin are the same. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, they're like, oh no, you didn't. Like when he was like 5 years old, he goes, why do they all talk like that? I was like, I don't know. And then he said that all the police should have brown skin. And I said, he's like 4 years old, 5 years old. I said, why? He said, they're really fast, they jump high, they can catch all the criminals. I said, that's a good idea, but he goes, of course all the criminals have brown skin too, so I guess it's even. That's 4 years old told me that, and I was like, all right, as a 4-year-old, can't get
Why do I believe you wrote this 2 days ago?
No, I swear.
And put this into a 4-year-old.
Yeah, he
And by the way,
he indoctrinated the 4-year-old early.
wasn't influenced by anybody.
No.
My 2-year-old asked me, why do Jews control the media? And I don't know if I believe
Keep
it.
talking like that, you'll never make it in Hollywood.
I explained that earlier.
Oh, right,
They
yeah.
got better PR.
My 1-year-old wants to know
Mine was-
why my ex-wife is such a, like, oh really, your 1-year-old
My
wife?
5-year-old asked, why does Uncle Adam control the weather?
You know there's only 15 million Jews on the planet, did you know that?
Yeah.
crazy.
There were more, but then the Holocaust
There's a
happened.
lot more.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
15 million's not enough.
No.
I can't believe, well, you're 1/4 Jewish, right? That's what I tell people when they ask
Kids
me.
are half, yeah, I don't know. One of my grandmother's name was Kins, and she was from Germany and looked straight Jewish. Now the Jews look a certain way, but and she was very stingy. So,
of course.
and then my other one's last name was Goodman, my other grandma, but she was in Kentucky, so she couldn't be Jewish. She couldn't pretend like she was. So, if it really goes down your mother's side or your grandmother's side, then I guess I'm just as Jewish as you.
And Bill,
Just less connected
yeah.
in Hollywood.
And Bill, how hard was it for you to convert?
It was a year-long process to convert. Yeah.
What did you have to do?
I learned how to control the weather, control the space laser. No,
What's your solemnity?
How do you feel about your converted people having killed Jesus? That would
See,
bother me.
the whole thing is like, when you convert,
What do you
like,
mean? He gave you a fucking whole religion?
yeah, exactly. You're welcome.
Yeah.
well, I don't even know, what do you do to convert? Because I'm imagining like, you have to run an obstacle course where you do some taxes and like, learn some law, you know what I mean? And jump over and put a yarmulke on.
Push somebody over the bridge.
What?
They do
I don't know. I don't know.
They do take
I don't-
blood.
This is Jewish. Really? You didn't know it wasn't a Jewish obstacle course? That's what you really thought? Yeah, you moved to
Yeah,
Boca. You moved to Boca, and then you have to go.
You have to dodge pigs.
You learn how to shuffle
You have to go to law
Carry a bunch of
school.
books.
Yeah, book carry.
I heard all you gotta really do is just steal someone's home and land, and then you're
Yeah, oh yeah.
The weirdest part.
So, yeah,
the
it
weirdest
wasn't
part.
given, yeah, okay, there wasn't a treaty. And they, all right,
The
forget
weirdest
this.
part is they did take blood out of my dick and put it in a little slide.
No.
They took it somewhere.
Where did they find a
Some
needle that
weird
small?
vault. I have no idea.
No!
They
Swear to
did.
God.
Stop making fun of
What are
me.
you
I
talking about?
They took blood out of my dick.
Who put blood out of your dick?
Bruce Buffer.
No, Rabbi!
Bruce Buffer's like, I'll suck it out. Just hold
Are
on.
you making fun of us?
I swear to
Talking
God.
about Craigslist? Sean's fucking Craigslist thing? Like,
No, I'm telling you, they have to.
they did not put blood out of your dick and put it in a
break
fucking.
your dick.
They
get
break your
blood.
dick.
They put it on a little slide.
They break your
and
break.
they
No,
take it.
It's
They
weird.
take it where? And fucking
I
into
don't know,
the
some
Torah
DNA
room?
center. They try to like breed my master race
Did you just try to
Jesus.
say they tried to
This is
Jew?
bullshit. This is Scientology. No, they did not fucking.
I swear to my life, Adam. I swear to Yahweh. I swear to Yahweh.
You went to Jew conversion and they fucking put a thing in your dick and run away with the fucking
get a
file.
Lancet and you fucking.
That did not
It
happen.
was at his neighborhood proctologist.
He looks pretty serious. And then, hey,
I believe that you went to somebody.
You don't believe him. You don't believe him, but let's be honest, he's not that great an actor.
He's a great actor. I just think he went to some.
No, I had to do it
bootleg.
myself. I lanced it. They're there. And I lanced
Did he sell you a plane ticket to JetBlue?
I know, you're
They don't-
serious right now.
But if I was not circumcised and I wanted to convert, they would have to circumcise me as an adult.
Why would they take blood out of your dick to prove that you're Jewish?
Prepare for
Because
circumcision.
Jews are all about ritual.
No, they're not.
Huh?
Nobody. I never heard of that.
Have you never seen Outrage chef?
Wait. So they poked your dick, they put the blood on a slide, and then they broke the slide, stepped on it, and said, Mazel tov. I don't understand.
They took it, and I have no idea what they do with it.
Who?
Is it, you know,
What? They had a fucking giant.
Who? The Jews.
They had a giant dreidel fucking mobile pull up. They had a menorah mobile take your fucking.
Yeah, look, did I ever tell you that I tried to convert to Judaism?
No way.
In prison.
Let me see your dick.
Yeah, no, because they tried to give me. No, I noticed the Jews got better food in prison.
Really?
We got the shit slop food, and they got like some nice food.
Yeah,
right?
they owned it.
Yeah, so I tried to pretend I was Jewish. And they gave me a test, and I flunked immediately. I didn't know any of that shit.
What's that with test?
Unleavened bread. What
The
the
Jews
fuck
got
is
better food
this?
in prison?
Yes.
Unleavened.
100%. Again, you don't believe me.
What, the
Hey,
Jewish
he doesn't
gang?
fucking believe me.
Jewish gang. It
No,
was the
if you-
Bloods, the Crips, and the Hebrews.
Yes. If you're a Jew and you're locked up, they have to give you a religious diet. And it's
But if you're
so
Orthodox.
Yeah.
Oh, so
no,
what,
if
you
you're a
fucking
Jew.
grew up- you grew up
Grew my fucking little girl. I wore a fucking shirt with little.
This is officially the dumbest fucking podcast.
No, I swear to God.
That story is the Hebrew Jews.
Wait, why are you
I
so
came to
sensitive
Indiana
about it?
on a fucking Klan rally to hear about him getting fucking pricked in the dick, and then you.
I'm trying to tell you, I flunked out of
What, it was just
Jewish school.
Wu-Tang Clan that fucking ran
I
around?
tried, bro.
Wu-Tang Clan.
I tried, bro. Me and Modest Yahoo were in it.
Dude, this is bullshit.
This ain't
The
bullshit.
Jews get better food in prison.
Yes, 100%. Bro, why would I lie about this? How could I even make this up?
It was cell block foreskin. But they wouldn't have
Mayhem
foreskin.
thought he had head start, 'cause he had black belt.
No,
jiu-jitsu. He was like, hey, I got part of it anyway.
Bro, I'm just telling you what I saw. They saw.
So
and
you
look,
said I'm Jewish.
the Jewish guy 3 cells down would give me his fucking gefilte fish. No, they had better food.
You promised to rape me.
They had better food. They had better food. He would give me his fucking plate. I loved it. It was fucking delicious. Yeah, and back then I would even make fucking.
So what you said, I'm
I'll
Jewish.
make booze out of his apple
They
juice.
gave you a Jewish quiz,
Yeah, they gave me a Jewish quiz. A fucking rabbi showed up.
and you said my name is Mayhem Millerberg.
Yeah, exactly. I tried to get in there, bro. Y'all wouldn't let me in, bro. I'm not fucking Jewish
You
enough.
said your name is Moylehem.
Yeah, well, him. Oh my God.
What was the question?
The question-
Who killed
I can't
Jesus?
remember. The one that I got right was
The Romans?
wait. Okay, let's see if you can pass a Jewish test.
I'm gonna
Okay?
fail.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You wouldn't get a Jewish
What
diet
was
either.
that- what was that
The
thing?
one was why do the Jews eat unleavened? Why do we eat unleavened
This
bread?
must be a bit of a-
So they said it like this. The test was like,
Because they were in a hurry.
Because
during
yeah,
the Exodus.
it hurt. Yeah,
See,
exactly.
I don't know. I was like, because it makes you closer to God.
No, it was on
I was so full of
on
shit.
Passover. They didn't have time for the bread.
There you go.
See, you
Adam.
would have passed.
There you go, Adam Greenberg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would've-
Greenberg
It
now.
also said that Adam dropped the Greenberg off saying because he thought being a Jew would hurt him in Hollywood.
He fucked up on
I did everything
that
wrong.
one. He really worked in the wrong direction.
Yeah, dude, seriously.
But I failed.
I'm not, that I believe more than him getting pricked in the dick and somebody driving away in a fucking.
Listen, bro, I believe
Jewish
I
getaway
believe
car.
him 100%.
I don't understand. Hey, you're Jewish. Here's a fucking, and then runs
No,
away.
because what? It's
They
something.
didn't run away, they took the slide
works for
and
Bruce Buffer.
they left somewhere with it.
The soccer
They
documented your dick
Why would
blood.
they have to do that?
Because you gotta document all the Gentiles' dick blood.
No, you do not.
Yeah.
What, just in case what happens? You got a big sale?
No, you can't.
Like,
Casey applies for a bank charter. They want his DNA.
Yeah.
If he wants to open a bank and a bank charter, he's got his DNA to make sure
Show
he's legit.
sucks now. Let's stop talking about religion.
this show's.
I mean, we're not even talking about this is the best show we ever did.
That's true.
It only took 3 days to get it going.
Yeah. And $10,000 of my money.
I think we
The
should all
best
take
and
shots
best.
about
We're literally gonna get tens and tens of views off this.
Yeah, from the fucking ACLU.
So anyway, this is all segue. We were talking about UFC Macau, right? So, that's where we're
Are we?
talking.
We don't even know those guys. What?
I don't even think the UFC knows those guys.
Look, okay, can we talk about the giant duck in the room, John Jones? Oh my God. I said it out loud. Tom Aspinall is getting ducked.
Did we talk about that An hour, 3 hours ago?
I was asleep, bro.
He's getting
I just
done.
got off the flight.
The
The ambient just wore off. I'm awake now, baby.
Oh yeah, you don't remember anything.
Yeah.
I flew to Australia one time and waited until 1 hour before I got there to take the Ambien because I realized you would just forget the previous 24 hours if you took it after.
Oh, you're such an idiot.
So yeah, so I woke up and I was like, dude, I don't even remember what happened. It was awesome.
And you got to fight, you fought on Ambien?
Yeah, like it's a long
You
flight.
took it, what, like 2 hours for your fight?
In Japan, yeah, dude, I had to. I'm not sitting there for 26 hours on a plane like staring.
No, you took it before you left, or you took it
Well, I took it. If you take it when you get there, you don't remember the previous 12 hours. So it was like the flight didn't happen. If you take it on the flight, you
Yeah,
sleep
but then
for
you
10 hours.
have 8 hours that you're in like dream state. And that was when you were fighting.
It's much about. I was really calm before I was like, dude, this is cool. I didn't care. A nuclear plant was melting down 2 miles from where I was at. That's the first thing I asked him. I said, dude, isn't that near where Fukushima is? Oh no, that's like 100 miles away.
I gotta say, Sean, looking at your house, by the way, and once again, he has 2 lakes, 20 acres, huge house.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. So if anyone is thinking of going straight and investing in education, do not.
No.
Okay, Sean McCorkle School of Business.
If I had half the money that was owed to me, I would have like $30 million. So
Really?
not right now. Oh yeah, I've been robbed for millions, man, my entire life.
But like on Facebook, you keep posting people owe you. Like,
yeah, I just told him I was closing my interest-free loan company because every friend I know would be like, dude, can I?
why were you lending him $20,000?
I would have a friend like Daniel Earl, Ron knows him. He's going to start a carpet cleaning company, so he needs $15,000. And I'm like, okay, I'll buy a third.
He's gonna start it.
Yeah,
He's gonna start it, but he needs your money.
He's going to work, like he's been working for 20 years doing it. He's going to start his own company. He just needs enough money for the equipment, this and that. I'll sell you a third of it for 15 grand. I give you 15 grand. After a month, I'm like, hey, why are you not up and running yet? Well, I need startup money. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, that 15 grand was like for a third of the company, right? But I need like money to start up with. And I was like, no, that was your startup money. He goes, what do you mean? I said, you were supposed to buy your equipment and your van and your stuff with that 15,000. He goes, oh, I thought you were just buying a third of the company. And I was like,
Alright, so now you want your money back.
yeah, I said, dude, like a third of what? An imaginary company in your brain? And he knew what he was doing, but he was like, oh, dude, I already paid rent and got paid my credit.
So what are you
cards,
gonna
all that. That's been like 20 years. I don't talk to him anymore. But that, like, I'm owed.
But every day you text me saying, this guy owes me 10, this guy owes me 15.
Some people
but
have
then
a
some lady owes you $70 and you took a roof off.
Yeah. Now, some people think once you put a roof on that they picked out, they can say, oh, I don't like how it looks, I'm not paying you $30,000. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Like, you have to pay for it. You picked it out.
By the way, Bill Dawes, he asked us to write reviews for your company. Bill wrote the most ridiculous. Would you say that this guy threatened to have me write the review?
It was probably the most accurate fake review that you could.
Yeah. And then they posted up the wrong company, though. So it works out.
No, he didn't.
Somebody, he never showed. But,
And then your review was pretty hilarious too.
Yeah, I said something about
he
it.
said I was in a high IQ society, guys. Every customer would know that. I'm like, what the hell? He's also part of the Illuminati, so definitely hire him.
You said that part of the Illuminati?
Something to that effect.
Oh yeah.
Were you laughing when you
I
read
was
it?
cracking up, and it says Mayhem Miller, so it's obviously not a customer. Like it just, like Google reviews really push the algorithm up. So I've asked like every friend, and he did it, and like 3 other people, and that's it. I've asked like 100 dudes, like, hey, just put 5 stars, great work, because everybody else has 62,000 5-star things. I'm like, you've been in business 3 years, you've done 62,000 customers, you know? Only Bruce Buffer does that when he started his massage business.
So, Don, you keep doing cameos about people coming out and saying they're gay.
No, just yours.
Thank you, I appreciate that. You sent me one where you're like, hey, I don't care that your friend sucks cock or that you suck cock, or your parents still
It's for
proud of you.
it's for a kid's birthday. Yeah.
Okay.
He was 12.
Who sending you these?
I don't know, just people. They hire me to give a motivational speech, or happy birthday, or anniversary.
That's very
I don't know
motivational.
if it's from you or something, because I'm starting, people are asking me to do cameos and shit too.
Are they kind of
I've
funny
been
ones?
doing weird ones, yeah, like that too.
You get paid?
Yeah, I get paid,
Okay.
yeah. So I'm like cracking up. I have it pretty cheap, so people just keep
Wow.
fucking flooding me with this shit.
When they first
I
sent
don't
me,
know, weird shit like make fun of their friend, you know.
when they first sent me the notice or request to do it, you know, you see all these people, Ric Flair,
Yeah.
you know, everybody, you know, movie stars and sports stars and all this. And I was going through it, and I saw Randy Couture. And I got $50. I want $51.
Nice.
His reviews on Cameo are through the roof.
Don's?
Yeah, it's 4.96 of 82 reviews, and people are like, "You changed my life. This is the best day ever."
Hell yeah. And I bet not one of those reviews came from one of you four when he asked you to book. Because those are impossible to get when I ask for it.
Oh, Don, I gotta say, I've been playing the one where you told the guy that he sucks cock and you're still proud of him.
Yeah.
People were dying. Like, that was the most I've seen people laugh. Like, people that don't laugh at anything were like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my entire life."
Will you show them some of my shit then?
Yeah.
Try to get somebody to get it.
People were laughing so hard, Don. I gotta say that. Yeah.
Thank you.
I wish we could bring that up.
Oh yeah, so fun.
So go to Vimeo and request Don Frye.
It's not Vimeo, it's Cameo.
Go to Vimeo and watch your video, not on YouTube.
Go to UJizz. Don Frye.
Go to YouPorn and put Don Frye.
You remember Mat Battle, don't you? Mayhem back in the day?
Oh,
the
wow.
Underground, it was always a Mat Battle. They'd be like, "Dude, John Jones' latest whatever."
Mat Battle.
Like where Jiu-Jitsu gets really gay, like every time. And it was the screensaver on Dr. Cruz's phone. That's how I found out about it. But no, it was.
You're watching it.
But really, it would be like, it would be a link. They would put a fake link. They'd be like John Jones or whoever. Fedor, it says he'll fight so and so, and then you click on it and go right to Mat Battle. Every time it's like being rickrolled or something, except the Mat Battle.
I know.
Awesome.
Yeah, the fucking UG was like the king of like getting rickrolled sort of thing.
Always.
A lemon party. So I clicked on Goatsy on accident so many times. It's like such a terrible place.
What's a lemon party?
Check it out. So lemonparty.org. Check it out.
That's when you eat the bread on your own time.
Yeah,
That was a great joke.
Google that.
Like that. All
Hey, you running the camera. Yeah, Google that real quick.
What's eat the bread on your own time? I don't get it.
He said his was unleavened, and I said,
Oh,
"No, .com." I said, "That's when you eat the bread whenever you like."
Oh, dude, there are times
that
that
I never hurry to eat bread.
Dude, there are times that like I'm not like paying attention, and you send me
You're
some
like 98%.
fucking and you send me some.
I got you, didn't I?
And you-
I got that kid.
And you send me a
You didn't know
joke.
about the lemon
And then
party.
you go, "Man, I just bombed." I'm like, "What?" And then I'm like, "No." Then I read the joke, like it's hilarious, but you like assume that like I sometimes it takes me like a lot. I don't know, like
I know.
You know,
I know.
You
He's
just have to
like,
think about it a little bit.
he's like a machine gun, you know what I mean? It's like Nerf bullets, and then when a real bullet gets through, you don't even notice. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, fuck, I
But
get
he's
it.
telling me how much you bombed. I'm like, dude, you didn't bomb. I just didn't even look at my phone. I was watching like my kids play or something. Like,
I had 12 texts that were like callback after callback, the most beautifully written thing ever. I couldn't even get an LOL from anybody. I was like about to make a fake account and join our group text and laugh at my own jokes. Like, really, hey, I met my friend Kevin to our group text. He's gonna like my jokes from now on.
Maybe Kevin could give us the too long didn't read version. He could like edit that shit down to a couple of
sometimes I'm like Gutfeld. I'm like, "Hey, I got these topics. Sean, you got anything for me?" It's like a 97, and he's like, "Are you gonna use it?" I'm like, "Bro, like, I don't."
An hour ago.
There wouldn't be any time for anyone to say anything.
I'm on my way
It'd still
home
be
now.
better than everything everyone else said on the show combined.
Thank
He's
you.
gonna have to slap Gutfeld and steal his mic and fucking.
Yeah, I'd be like, and then I'm like, they're not gonna know who Dominic Cruz and Bruce Buffer are. And it's like,
But they know each other.
What
In
the
the
hell?
biblical sense.
Did you catch them at a hotel sometime? And
no, he's not. Dominic not gay at all.
I know.
No, he just every fucking week tells me. I mean, I don't think Bruce Buffer's gay either. I know a girl that fucked him. I do know a girl that says she banged him.
She fucked him or he fucked her.
Yeah.
I told Bruce Buffer told me one time, I went out last night. I'm walking around, looking for pussy like I always do, the titties. And I ended up at a gay bar. Like I can't believe I see Amanda Nunes there. I'm like, wait, is this a gay bar? I didn't know this was a gay bar. So like, I'm just,
He's Amanda Nunes.
So I walk out with 4 guys.
Amanda Nunes is married. It just happens to be
like I'm in there for 3 hours. I didn't realize this.
And if he is gay, no one cares on this podcast.
I care.
Except for this fucking 5.
I'm homophobic just because I'm afraid of him, not because I have.
What are you afraid of Bruce doing?
Yeah, I heard he beat up Frank Trigg in an elevator, so I don't want any of that.
Frank told me the whole story last week.
I heard that
Really?
Yeah.
that Bruce Buffer didn't beat him up at all.
What was the story?
So I guess like Bruce Frank had a watch and was like trying to get back in the UFC, and then like Bruce is in an elevator And then him and Dana are talking, and he's like, "Hey, so I want to get back in the UFC." This, I think it was right after he fought you. And Dana's like, "Yeah, we're trying to blah blah." And then Bruce gets on his knees to check out.
Of course he does.
To check out Frank's watch, and
No way.
yeah, and he's like, "Yo, man, get out of here!" And then Frank was like, and he's like, Bruce grabbed his watch, and he's trying to like negotiate a thing. So fucking Bruce like karate chopped him, Frank like right at Bruce like get out of here. And then Bruce got up and then like punched Frank in the chest or something. And then
What a straight man.
And then they got off the elevator. Like that was sort
They
of
got off the elevator.
Yeah.
Love the elevator.
But they animated the story. And then put it on like
They
UFC.
left out how it ended though. Bruce Buffer stood up and said, "Dude, let me see that watch, or somebody's gonna get their dick sucked in this elevator." And then they were like,
Somebody's gonna get their dick sucked.
"He said, you messing with me, somebody's gonna get their dick sucked around here."
This sucked.
We really went into a hole here.
We were going good until you jumped in.
Yeah, it's all my fault. All my fault.
So UFC Macau.
Waiting for that.
You guys ready to wrap it up? Or you still want to look at some more?
Are you thirsty for more?
I think we're ready to wrap it up. By the way, so what else?
Tell us about your show.
Yes,
Yeah.
tonight and tomorrow.
Because this will come out next week, so it's good to get it out right now.
There's actually no tape in there. I'll do this.
Last week he will do these shows.
All right.
This is a test run.
Tomorrow night at Dayton, Ohio, Dayton Funny Bone. It's me. It's going to be Bill Dawes opening the show. You are, as well as Trey Jordan, who is Sean's son, who changed his name.
Right.
Michael Jordan's son, yeah.
It's his
He's
middle
tired of
name.
living in my giant shadow.
Yes. So Trey Jordan is making his Funny Bone debut.
Why Jordan?
It's his middle name.
Oh, okay.
Plus, Michael Jordan has name recognition, so might as well try
Why Trey?
to keep the black man down as much as I can.
Did you name him Jordan over the basketball player?
I just like the name.
Cultural appropriation.
Yeah.
And
He
then
was named Daquan, and I was like, we better go with something different.
And then I'm going to be in Toronto where the Maple Leafs play, as well as the Bell Center in Montreal, and then with Russell Peters. And then I'm in San Diego coming up. Mayhem, you got a seminar next week, right?
Yep.
Where?
What? I don't know.
Florida, right?
He doesn't know about
I
his
do.
seminar tomorrow.
Yeah, dude.
In
Shit.
Florida.
Fuck, I do.
Tampa? You made a video about it. You
It's
said-
not next week. It's the week after, yeah. Or it's like January. I don't know. Look at my fucking Instagram.
If any of you guys want, if you have like a flux capacitor named plutonium, and
Yeah.
watch this go back in
Go
time.
back in time.
His
and go to
seminar
the
tomorrow
in Indiana.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll be at Treasure Island Resort Casino at Russell in Minnesota. And then the Bell Center with Russell in Winnipeg. And then
If Russell was a real friend,
Ottawa.
if he's a real friend, he'd come on this show because you drop his name enough.
Fuck.
You know?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Thanks, Don. What do you got coming up?
I'm giving blood at the blood bank next week, so I can have Thanksgiving dinner.
What?
The word did you get them also?
Yeah. The thing that I did.
Right. Put it on the slide.
I gotta stand back. I just throw it at him.
Oh, that's not blood.
This show sucks.
What do you got, Sean?
I guess I'm going to get a second job to help pay for the expenses of this entire weekend. Because I have a feeling they're not getting paid at the seminar tomorrow, and I'm writing a check.
Right?
Your nephew's selling you this film.
There's no
for
fucking way.
Dude,
You have a contract?
No.
Well,
I've known him for 30 years.
You
He
just
said he'd pay
a
him,
little
so.
lady for a roof.
Yeah, if I can get anybody to actually pay me, I
Your
can pay all
fiance
you
looks
guys.
so disappointed.
Disappointed in me mostly.
Bill, what do you got coming up?
Well, I don't have Russell Peters to fucking open for Adam, so nothing got hit.
You have Zhao Ying?
I can give you an
I'm gonna
idea.
for you this week.
I can tell you what's probably happening. He's going to play a serial killer on some weird CSI show, or he's going to be in a barn saying the N-word on some.
Dude, I really did. Dude, this is our text the other night. I go, when you said what night, where are you flying into? I go, Sean, I love Bill. I think he's on the spectrum. Okay, and then he goes, well, he's a serial killer.
I said, if you look at his IMDb, I think he's a racist serial killer because that's everything he's doing is like, yeah, I like to cut their fingers off. I like to eat them. And it's like the next thing, like, yeah, I killed her. Like it's on everything or whatever. And then he's got some guys in the bar and he's like, I can't stand them darkies. I'm like, dude, what shows are you on?
When did I say that?
I'm gonna play it right now. You said something like the most racist thing I've ever heard that I didn't say.
No, that was just on his Instagram.
Wait a second.
That was the most racist thing that didn't come out of my mouth I've ever been around.
Oh, that's my Twitter. Sorry.
Yo, just by coincidence, I got the notice of proposed class action settlement.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, did they propose you a number? Let's see what we're getting.
Yeah, settlement totaling $375 million. That will provide payments to mixed martial arts, but we're like gonna get a janky, paltry amount apparently. Yeah.
They told me 12 to 15, and I told them I'm not signing anything, and I'll just go ahead and just do it myself.
12 to 15, yeah. I don't know.
Because when I did the math, I came up with 400,000 per fighter, and you're going to give me 12,000. Like I'm good on that. Did they email to you or text you?
Yeah, email, yeah.
They haven't emailed me anything, so they must be still trying to renegotiate mine.
All I gotta know is my Jewish agents weren't for shit. So I need to get a better Jewish agent.
Yes, of course. That's.
Well, I guess just make sure he had his blood taken out of his
All right, thank you guys. Listen, I want to thank everyone for listening to this podcast.
The last MMA Roasted Podcast.
Yes, thank you to everyone, and you guys are the best. Love you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.